and welcome to Magnus Aevum, episode 6. Hey, check that out.
Hard. That's way too many episodes.
Is it?
We gotta cancel now.
Yeah. That's a shame. All right, so welcome to Aevum Magus, episode 1. I'm kidding. So, as we left off last time, we had a few individuals having a fine and wonderful dinner with people that
We're fine and wonderful. And we're at dinner.
Yeah, Llamel's entire character arc is done. It's all gonna be downhill.
Yeah.
where two people got to meet with individuals that one was going to be a significant other, the other was a business arrangement? Question mark. The third one, watch the highlights. You'll love it. Past that, they ended up in a back room. Ooh. That only works in champagne rooms, but oh well. The other individuals were elsewhere. That would be Richard and Gwen. So tonight we're going to pick up with Richard and Gwen.
Oh shit, I don't remember what I was doing.
Stuff.
You're going to a meeting with a person.
They are,
figure it out.
Talk about a thing.
they are the day after.
Mm-hmm.
Where did you two go while these three gallivanted out into the city?
That's a good question. My thing, I don't think was for another day, correct?
It's
Okay, so I'm not doing that. So I will tag along to this bitch. I don't know what we were doing. Genuinely could not recall.
We were going with what's her face, Lucretia,
Yes.
but that's her until
Lucretia
tomorrow,
was-
right? Or
I
not at
thought-
the same time.
They were meeting at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm
Yes.
asking you.
Yes.
They
That's
were
right.
at the same time. I don't know who he was meeting. Some contact. You assaulted a guard for it.
Mm-hmm.
He did.
Probably.
There we go. Now we're back on a train track.
Alright, so we're meeting at the same time. So they're going restaurant hopping, crashing. We're gonna meet some other dude.
I'm whining and dying.
Did I-
Fair mate.
Did I take any notes?
I don't
Probably
know.
not.
Did you?
Probably not.
This is going to get sketchy quick.
Did I take notes? I'm in 2 campaigns. I work all day.
Only 2?
You take notes while you're in class.
No, I
So,
don't.
I mean, these are notes from last session.
Get this?
See, I
The
didn't.
course to begin.
The relevance of the notes are important here. Lilies represent death.
Yeah.
Roses, one night stand. Orchid, love,
We got a really
romantic
nice
bullshit.
diagram.
this is going amazing.
That is my
I
note.
panicked for a second.
You panicked for a second?
Yeah. So like, the D&D Beyond app
Mhm.
made a second Richard. And I
Oh.
clicked on him, and it was like character incomplete, can't load. I was like,
Richard's gone.
D&D Beyond did not do this.
not the first time,
No. He lost his second one.
Oh, a second. Whoa, dude.
right?
I'm impressed. Told you they can be detachable.
Mostly.
Oh, fuck. Alright.
Okay.
Alright.
So we're going with Lucretia. This way we could talk to
versions of her names.
Hmm?
Go ahead.
It's fine.
No, it's fine. Keep
we
going.
We
could
call
talk
her
to
whatever
her
we
and
want.
Issa at the same time, or not? Yes, her and Issa. This way they couldn't.
Yeah, you're going to talk to somebody
Yes.
with her.
We were talking.
Do you remember who?
It was some dude whose name I did not write down. Talking to some dude that Lucretia assaulted a guard for, and we were gonna meet at the same time they were meeting with Issa. So it's not Regulus.
It's not Regulus. It's I think it began with like an L or something.
I only have Regulus.
Was it a familia? They were.
No,
Why would you assault the
someone
Watchers
in
instead
the
of the Watchers for
I
that?
don't know. Why
it was
not?
someone in the
It's
Watchers.
more exciting. This
Yeah,
way.
there we go. We're on a better track. This is what happens when I
Was it
basically
Regulus'
see what my
son?
players remember.
What it was.
Ito?
Yeah.
Ito?
Ato. There you go.
Okay.
So the reason you guys were thinking about Lepus is because that's his son.
Yes. There we go.
So that's where the L's coming from. I'm like, you're thinking of the of Regulus Lepus's son, and the Lepus is.
It's all coming together.
Yeah.
Leprous.
There we go. We're meeting with Ato.
Ato
coming from Llamel.
Leprechaun
That's where they all
son, you got it. No, leprosy.
Also from.
Oh no.
And they're going with licorice shit.
So around the same time,
Licorice shit.
these three are arriving at the posh event that they started. Or maybe crashed. It's questionable as to which one we want to go with.
Mhm.
You all arrive at a dive bar
Fuck you.
Wait a minute. I think what's her face wanted to come here instead.
She did. That she did.
The dive bar in question is not readily apparent that it is a dive bar. You go around into one of the guild areas for which basically logistics work for different different guilds and companies that are in the area. Down a set of stairs to a large spruce door. Above it is a sign that's crooked. It just says "Watchers watching."
Watcher.
Got ourselves some watchers.
Who watches the watchers?
And when Lucretia comes up to the door, she just kind of like knocks on it and then pushes it open. Doesn't wait for anything. Doesn't seem like it matters much. But the knock had a rhythm to it. I'm not going to do it because it sounds weird every time I make noise like that, so I'm going to stop. Thank you. I don't know, last time when I did the clap thing and I went and did the playback, I was like out my ear, and I apologize to everyone for that.
Don't worry, we're working on getting better at audio engineering.
Yeah. Learning curves.
Jason is anyway.
Wow. Yes. When you walk in, there are 3 distinct smells that hit you. One is that deep, ingrained, well-lacquered smell of ale. It's not necessarily rotted or left out kind of smell. It's more just like, I don't know, you took a good whiff of a barrel that's been aging, the process inside it, and then it's getting repurposed and reused. It's got that kind of smell to it. It hits you pretty clean. Right behind it is the smell of burning clove. It's not as strong, but it's there. Right after those notes, as you walk a little bit further in, the unfortunate smell does hit, and that's of people that work all day, not in air conditioning. It's not as bad as it could be, and there's a station right next to the door that just has a sage oil that's there that people can essentially rub and put on their hands and arms and stuff like that, rub their face with. And then there's a scraper next to it too. It's an old practice for cleaning dirt and grime and things like that. It's relatively sanitary compared to like a modern house. Huh?
I said that's what the alcohol's for.
Well, I mean, true. There is a rinse and gargle that's sitting next to it. It is a clear liquid in a large, bulbous glass jar. Next to it are shot glasses stacked up next to it that are in varying states of age and wear, but they look clean.
Mouthwash. Love it.
You know, for what you do behind the door.
Lucretia doesn't touch any of this stuff because, you know,
She has standards.
she already cleaned up enough that it's not going to be a thing. There's about 5 people easily visible when you open the door. It is only 11 seats at the bar. 6 booths. The booths themselves are relatively sheltered from general sight because as you walk in, we have this row, right? Off here on the left is the bar, but the booths, because they run the same, parallel to the bar, the pieces go all the way to the ceiling, so you can only come and see the edges of each booth unless you walk past it. The 5 individuals sitting at the bar, 3 of them are just sitting together. They look like they're in warehouse worker clothing from different companies. All 3 of them don't seem like they work directly together, or possibly at different levels, and maybe that's something that separates them. Nothing unique standing out about them. Another individual is sitting kind of between them and the last one. This individual looks like they also work for one of the guilds, though probably at a higher station than the other 3. The only reason you think this is they are clean. They don't look like they've not been in the heat, but they're clean. Whereas the other guys are like, you know, mechanic dirty.
Yeah, you can tell who's the boss and who does the grunt work.
Exactly.
Wait a minute, there's not like 14 clean guys for every 1 dirty guy?
No.
That would be realistic.
This is the wrong bar for that.
Oh, okay.
That bar's up the hill a little
okay.
bit.
I think there was a lizard who went in there or something.
Yeah.
Those are the owners.
Congratulations, you're the dirty guy.
Aw. Poor Adret. The last person, Lucretia makes more or less a straight line towards. He's got blonde hair, clean cut, tight at the ears, tight in the back of the neck. His hair is probably medium length at best, despite the fact that it's well kept. His facial structure suggests he's been in scraps. You can tell that there's a little bit of disfigurement, but none of it's like unflattering, but it's not appealing either. It doesn't make him more attractive. It just shows some action in his life. He could be described as a dad bod style individual, as in he's probably worked out, but he has a lot of shit on his plate, so he doesn't go to the gym all the time. Life works him out. He is not in a uniform. He's instead in standard street clothes. Basically long pants, standard shirt, some boots, just to keep enough clean. All of it's probably made out of linen, you guess. Which means he has a little bit of money, because it's expensive. Past that, he wears a small sword on his right hip, which, well, I don't think either of you are people that wield physical weapons like that. do you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I don't know
think
what those
so.
words mean.
So
I don't even have a fucking dagger.
let's have Richard make a wisdom check. Not
I
saying-
love wisdom.
Is it a history check? Because I can
Nah.
do that.
I'm gonna call this the inference check.
20, non-natural.
Okay. He either fights, in loose terms we'll call it goofy-handed, meaning he draws on the same side the weapon's on, or he's left-handed. Usually you don't like to draw up your body, you draw across. It's a better way to defend yourself. Gwen doesn't know that because she doesn't fight with weapons at all,
No,
and
I
you've
don't.
probably
I
seen
don't know
somebody
if
do
it's
it,
working.
or heard about it. Who knows? As Lucretia goes to sit next to him, she does offer some quick pleasantries, addresses him as you expect, as Ato, by his first name and everything, doesn't use anything past that, and just sits down with enough room barely for you guys to sit on either side of them. You can't sit together.
That's fine.
Whichever person sits on Ato's right, since she sits on his left, will be sitting next to the mid-rank logistics dude. We're pretty close to it.
I'll take it.
I'll take it.
And you get the end of the bar, buddy.
Beautiful.
When you guys get in a little bit further, you notice there are some more of the worker types that are here in the booths, but they probably have, let's say, 3 booths occupied out of 6. 2 have families in it. Maybe a kid here and there, or 2.
Wait, what time of day is it?
Early evening.
Oh, okay.
I think your dinner was originally supposed to be like 6 or 8.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was thinking it was much later than I.
No, it's
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured sun was down at 5 times.
Yeah, it was sundown. We didn't really establish the
Yeah.
exact time. It was dating time, not club time.
I don't
So,
think there are families here.
well, yeah. I'm just saying for
Yeah, no.
on the very back booth, you catch the glimpse of 2 people sitting there, but they're sitting really tight against the wall, and it's hard to see them. But you catch a glimpse of them, and they're in, you think, uniforms, but you don't see it well enough to actually really tell, unless you're willing to be conspicuous about it.
Not at the moment.
The bartender comes up, everything greets you. Bartender is a shorter than average individual, but more than enough to tend the bar. He's maybe middle-aged, well learned in his craft. You can tell by watching him as he's going. He's pretty quick at it. It's quiet. Carries a towel in the right places. Both of you have frequented a bar with enough amount of time in your life to know the experiences. And he just seems to just know his craft and stays the hell out of everybody's business.
Bartender.
He's not the kind that's going to come up and greet you for a tip, you know?
Yeah, like I said, good work.
He's going to give you what you want and probably walk the fuck away and do whatever he needs to. And since there's no such thing as a dishwasher in this case, he's washing all the shit himself. So, you know, You see no evidence of a kitchen, but there is a grill with what looks like a pull hood over it. The smells that come from when you sit at the bar is very faint, and it's mostly wood smoke. As you sit down, he walks up. What can I get you?
Is this a type of place that would have wine from looking at it or no?
Possibly.
Some wine would be great.
Would you like something dry or something full-bodied? Red, white?
Surprise.
Okay.
Bring her a beer. I'll take whatever ale I smelled coming through that door.
Gotcha on that one, no problem. And for the lady, and Lucretia also gets a glass of wine. She gets a dry white.
Did we have a long rest between anything or no?
You technically traveled, so you should have only had a short rest.
Okay, cool.
I have spell slots, but I'm missing a hit.
That was from the knife.
Yeah, that's fair.
That was the knife, because I didn't know you
Fair.
changed back when you walked in, so I went...
I wouldn't have not.
Oh,
I'm not gonna walk in as someone else.
I didn't get told that.
Fair enough. That wasn't my bad.
So I threw a knife at you.
Whatever. Fair enough.
As you sit down, inevitably small talk starts happening between Lucretia and Ato.
I will say I also want to just half-ass sleep, kind of eavesdrop next to me too. If anything sounds interesting, I'll zone into that. But I will.
Just down the bar?
You said I'm sitting next to another.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the people next to me.
Well, he's alone, but I mean, you can eavesdrop.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
Down
thought
the
you was
bar.
next to the group of three.
No, there's space between.
Oh, okay. Then.
But you can eavesdrop down the bar, or you can focus more towards the booths. It's really hard to do both.
The bar is fine.
Bar's fine. Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check so I have a flat rate to work with.
8.
I know you have a passive perception score too, I'm sure.
It is higher than 8.
I'm sure it is.
It's a 13.
That is better. When it's relevant, I'll apply one or the
I
other.
said, yeah,
Depends how
but,
distracted
you
you
know, it's fine. I'm going to pay mostly attention to the thing that we came here to do, but
That's fine.
in my spare time.
Well, not in Richard's case, you're closer to the door, but you could feasibly do either.
This is as I'm also listening into the conversation, or
I would assume.
Anytime you want.
okay, I'll probably
If you'd rather just tell me when it matters, that's fine too. Either you can do that.
uniform guys then, or maybe uniform guys then.
All the way on the end?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Ooh, all right, definitely perception check. Your passive won't get that far.
Yeah, I think so.
What's your passive?
14.
It won't get that far.
That was higher than mine, too.
20. It's 23.
All right. We'll make that relevant when it's relevant. All right. So, Lucretia looks to Ato, asks about how the kids are doing. We talked to your dad recently. They seem to have a little bit of an exchange. He fills her in that, you know, father's still father, uptight, way too busy to actually do much. Did have dinner the other night. That was nice. Wife's doing all right. 3 kids is a little much.
Twice here.
You know, stuff like that starts. They don't really get into anything that seems to be past regular conversation. They clearly know each other though, because they start talking about how work is. To which Ato will complain that he doesn't have enough officers as usual, and she'll complain that her research is constantly being co-opted by what funds are available.
Because I worked in the same building as her, does any of it seem like it's relevant to me at all, or no?
It's nothing you haven't heard before, but you're in different departments. So when she does bring up some of the budgetary things, you get notes that, wait, that doesn't sound right. I remember going to those meetings. So whatever she's telling him, it's not the whole truth, and it's clearly curved. But she's doing a good job of making it sound natural. Unless you guys want me to be the DM that talks to myself.
No, that's... Wait, I don't know what the fuck our meeting was for. We're gonna meet him. I wasn't doing the talking, that's all I knew.
Well, Lucretia was going to do most of the talking.
She really was.
She just sat down. You get delivered something nice, dark, very rich smelling. It has 2 stones in it and nothing There's
You
two
have
stones
whiskey
in the
stones
drink.
with no drink.
Inside the drink, there are 2 stones.
Okay. I gotcha.
When you go to drink, there's a little bit of like a citrus flavor on the rim.
I like it.
It's a very deep,
It's a
very
weird
old,
martini.
It's a weird.
very deep, very old whiskey.
I bet mine tastes like wine.
It tastes like wine.
Solid.
And since you said surprise, it's probably a Pinot Noir, so it's nice and ordinary. Sorry if you're wine people at home. That's just my feeling on it.
I don't even like wine.
I'm okay with it.
Should be like, it's the most disgusting wine you've ever tasted. This is horrible. You said surprise you.
Surprise.
But just to give you a relation, I don't know how much you've ever.
It does not
He
matter.
hates wine.
I've not. I found one wine I've tolerated. We had a bottle
I
of
won't
it. And I
describe
couldn't
wine to
tell
you
you what
then.
it is.
Yeah, I will not describe wine to you.
Tastes like wine. Understood.
Wait, that wine's not red, and that wine is. Okay, that's my knowledge.
Mhm.
It was a white wine. That's all I remember about it.
Anyway,
While Richard's listening, he catches. I don't know how many times we're going to have to go over this issue. Shut up, they're listening. Not listening. They're always listening. They
No,
be
we're not.
listening. Anyway, if the industry is going to consistently send us out on these kinds of things, then we're going to have to address something. You don't get much else for the moment.
that's from the people he was listening to right now, Lucretia and them.
Lucretia and them are still small
Yeah.
talking. They haven't gone through their first drink yet.
No, fair enough. Just double checking.
Bartender comes back. Food? Anybody?
I'm good at the moment.
Ato asks if Lucretia's eaten recently. She kindly tries to dodge it, so he orders her food. It's a meat and potatoes kind of thing, but you know, it happens. Looks at the two of you. You sure?
Pretty sure.
I'm fairly certain you've not had lamb like this, but all right.
Raised lamb.
Yeah, well,
Llamel from the other
that I
restaurant.
had.
We get upscale food, they get real food. Can I just take shots at my own industry I used to work in?
Yeah,
I need money.
I do. I have a lot of money.
That must be nice.
Yeah. It's called not buying anything on start.
It's not
Yeah,
frivolous spending.
I didn't do that.
My spending wasn't frivolous. There's a reason.
Just left me poor, destitute.
I'm fine with being poor. I'm overpowered.
Spoken like a real murder hobo.
Just had lots of gear.
I waited for Logan to take a drink on that one, but it didn't phase him at all.
Oh, I never do. Like, I always keep it in. I'm good with words too.
It's like me. Never spits.
We only determine
Only swallows.
Only swallows.
I
Yay!
can put in the work. Anyway.
Me a real man.
So Lucretia eventually brings up something that hints like it's going to go in the direction you're expecting.
Oh, sweet. I pay attention.
Sweet, I suddenly care.
Yeah.
You know, I'm kind of confused at something I came across in my research, and she slides him a piece of paper. You sat on the side of him. Perception, please.
Cool.
Taking a glance at the paper, you can all tell that it's something
11.
that relates from the academy itself. It's enough to recognize the papers as something that you got out of someone's office earlier.
That's what I figured.
Underneath it is that drawing.
Mhm.
She's not saying anything, but she's basically what she brings up. She goes, I've been trying to figure out if you've gotten any more leads relating to who went into my office. They kept telling me it was a series of, well, your people. Then it was later proved that the Magia were involved. Any ideas? And when can I have some of my stuff? Oh, well, that's very interesting. I'm not too sure when that's going to be possible, but I can attest that nothing of significance was kept for evidence, so there's no reason not to return it by the end of the week. However, you may want to just come by the office and collect it yourself. And he pushes that paper back, but leaves the drawing nearby, but folds it.
So he keeps the drawing.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the drawing that.
You guys saw earlier that
Yeah.
she did of the. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. I know. I'm just curious.
Questions, comments? Changes? Yeah. Please dial 9.
Down that one.
Could say something about 311. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Oh no,
Oh,
no.
What does it look like the other families are doing? Does it look like they're listening in on us, or does it just kind of seem like it's actual families?
One of the families, the adults are definitely paying attention. Just because you're stupid, I'm just gonna give it to you.
Well, I will say, you're human too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we don't stand out
No.
like he does.
Yeah, no. Which is why there was no reaction to you coming
Okay.
yet.
Mhm.
And I'm assuming none of you were dressed in like some crazy
No.
clothes. I mean, he's been traveling around intentionally to hide,
Mhm.
not hide, but blend
Yeah,
in with everybody.
yeah,
So
same.
unless you did something weird,
No.
like put a cloak in when you're huge and lizardy,
Okay.
you should not stand out.
Mhm.
But yes, it's very obvious that the one that has only one child is paying attention.
Probably not even a child. Probably a half one.
That's perfect.
That's what you know. Anyway, yeah, they're definitely paying attention. When you focus on it a little bit more, you realize that person. Well, you know what marking is, and you're more than familiar with what a UC might do when investigating, say, syndicates, mafia stuff, anything like that. This falls in line with tactics. And if that's the case, it's not their family.
Now to clarify something, UC, does that mean ugly crack whore, or what does that mean?
That would be UCH. Those are separate words.
Oh, okay. I actually W.
It's,
UCW.
it's
Nah, it's an H.
Well, that's crack hoe. That's different.
Oh, my bad.
UC, for our audience who doesn't know, undercover.
I mean, I figured they,
Well, not everybody.
we're talking about cops, right?
No, so not everybody knows.
Okay.
Yeah. But the shoes are still nice. They got that nice slicked back haircut and whatnot, all high and tight.
Yep.
They
Wearing
look,
aviators.
They look just like all
MacGyver.
of the logistics workers from the warehouses for the guilds.
Okay. I call the bartender over.
What can I do?
I want
For
a round for everyone. I put 2 gold down on the table.
the whole room?
The whole room.
minus maybe the kid, but
Anything in particular?
The strongest stuff.
I mean, that's what the cargo's for. He points at the clear chart at the floor. I assume you want something that has taste.
Yes.
And goes over and pulls out a bottle, pulls out a second bottle, does a little bit of mixing, and goes about making glasses.
We're gonna get everyone shit faced.
all right.
Yeah,
kind
that's
of
okay.
Lucretia kind of side eyes you. Ato just goes, good man.
I'll drink to that.
Reaches up past Lucretia. Here's
Clink.
So, who I know you work at the university. Are you a student or recent graduate? You must be one of those assistants that have been hired on.
I am not. I'm kind of in between jobs at the moment.
He's a dropout.
He's a little old to be that.
Oh, fucking.
I'm 35.
Oh,
Richard's one of the older ones in the group.
You're never too young to start a new career. Damn it.
That's true. I've started at least 7.
There you go.
Andrew just went, not. That down?
So, between jobs, what did you do before?
I was in the army for a lot, so I couldn't take it anymore.
Took the extra contracts, didn't you?
Yes.
Brave individuals. I did a few of myself, so I can understand where that goes. Every single time, it feels like you're doing the right thing when you sign the papers. You get to the end of the contract, you get to debate if the money's worth it. That how it works?
It never is.
As our veteran of the like, yeah, that's right. Where'd you end up serving?
The North Front.
Did you? Oof. I hope that wasn't recent.
It was a couple years ago.
Insight.
Damn, Josh, you've been on it.
19.
You have an understanding. One that doesn't get spoken, but it's clear as day. Yeah, I got repositioned down here after some of the instances about a year ago. I kind of know what that front looked like for a while. How about you, Professor? You've been basically working local the whole time, or were you up at the Capitol for a while?
A little bit of both. They move me around a lot. I'm at the
So yeah, chat says this.
high plot. No.
Pretty close. No.
Oh, that is it. Yep, I'm over there a lot nowadays. They got me an office and everything.
So did you originally train at the Socio in Balsan?
Yes.
Since your character would know, you don't need to roll.
Cool.
It's the one that teaches the base principles of magic, but it's focused it more on how it's applied, which would be kind of like how Dominus and a lot of the tech stuff works. But they do teach the very basics, and anybody that uses magic in the military, after they serve their base term, end up there, no matter what.
And this is called what?
It's the Socio Arcanum.
Never heard of it.
I mean, it kind of translates to society's magic, but let's be honest.
And this is like a school.
It is the biggest school in the country.
Cool.
Yours is where very specific kinds of people go. There's one other.
Okay.
You get prodigies.
And specialists. Most of her students don't end up in the military. Don't go back into the military, and she's not actively training military personnel.
I raise my glass up as, that goes on, and I go, bunch of suckers not going into the military, right? And there's a cry.
You hear the three on the end. Here. A couple others around the room, same thing. Not the people in the back. In fact, that gets one of them to peek out, and you realize it's a woman. Dressed in a white uniform with gold and green, almost emerald-like accents, but it's not like gemstone emerald, it's like color.
The color wouldn't symbolize ranking, would it?
No, it would symbolize probably position, like in a sense of who they're working for.
Okay.
It takes you but all of 10 seconds to notice that they would work directly relating to the paladin of industry.
And there's a paladin for industry.
There it is.
There is.
Just
Paladin.
Industry and commerce.
There's a paladin for everything.
There are 5 paladins in total.
or there were 5 paladins.
Correction, there are 4 paladins in total.
4.5, if you will.
They're trying to replace one. But yes, the woman clearly works in the office for the paladin of industry. How high up in that? There's nothing on her to tell you that. It's not like a military uniform.
Weird. Is the Paladin industry have not a base out here, but yeah, I didn't think so.
No, there's no direct office. In fact, the guilds.
Because we have
Typically.
war and law out here.
Correct. Well, there's some examples from the other one too, but that's not really an issue. Industry is really reported to by the guilds themselves, and they police themselves
Okay.
with the law's assistance. So there's no need to have an industry office here.
Okay.
Your tax collectors are industry too, but she's not one. The other one you don't really see because she doesn't really look out. In fact, you see the hand that pulls her back in the booth.
Okay, so they're on the same side.
Yes,
Okay.
that's what you learn.
What paladin am I missing?
The workers, the only one that doesn't cheer it, besides them, is the one you already paid attention to. Does it after the fact, realizing he was supposed to. You can make a perception if you want to see that. If you don't care, then don't care.
It's fine.
Okay. So let me ask something then. Does that mean that you had to deal with the fallouts of the resistance up there then?
Dead men tell no tales. But boy, do I have multiple stories for you.
One of these days we're gonna have to drink proper and rehash some of the different experiences.
Another gold down. Let's go.
Bartender don't give a shit. Money's putting down. He's good with it. Going back to you all at setup. Specifically in a back room. Well, there's a large man and a whole bunch of others in the room, and you sit down to have dinner.
Hi, Mr. Mobster.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I figured.
Alright, I want to write something down real quick. So give me a moment. Or at least check if I already have it written.
Okay.
Checking your notes.
Imagine it's a man playing piano in a very soft tone. The room's a little smoky.
Honestly, I would probably say that the music is more lively, danceable almost. Not quite there, but it's there.
There.
And then it switches.
So you all have a trumpet.
I was gonna say then it switches and that trumpet starts to.
Wow.
Okay. I'm good.
Why did my brain blank?
See?
Right?
See?
I do that every time too.
I was like,
If you didn't list
What
all
the
four of them,
fuck's
I could have
the
told
last
you
one?
Come to
Clearly,
me
they're not that
on the
important.
day of my daughter's wedding.
That's what works for me too. If I get to 4, I never remember the 5th. Which is bad, because I wrote this whole thing.
I was like, I know there's another one.
Yeah, 100%.
Is it of family?
It's of something concrete.
Yeah, it's concrete.
Like
Cement. The paladin of cement.
Palace
Cement. That's concrete, baby.
I mean, we can go back to it.
I'll go back to
it.
That's fine. I didn't know if you knew on top of your head. Apparently, no one does.
No, because my brain just went, bleh.
The paladin of space travel.
The paladin.
Oh, knowledge.
Knowledge. Space travel got on
I
there.
almost said philosophy earlier. It's like a
Yeah, it's-
actual
it's-
concept.
It's actually
Paladin of knowledge.
Paladin is called Paladin
Or,
Musk.
Warren Law, technically knowledge has influence here because the school's
Yes.
there.
I don't know what
So
the
today
actual
on the day of
paladins
my
are.
daughter's
Oh,
wedding, I will offer you one favor.
I extend my spiral ring out to you and offer you to kiss.
Okay.
I extend my table out to you.
That's right.
Call it baby.
Laney, get the sticky hair.
Alright.
So, the larger guy just continues to eat, has a drink, doesn't seem to be making any real conversation. The smaller of the two that's nearby is slowly talking to him about recent numbers, money that's moving hands, goods that have been successfully moved or relocated. He keeps talking about the Kleins repeatedly.
The who?
Kleins, Cleins.
Yeah, it's a set of pliers that electricians
Or
use.
IENS, sorry.
And does this like ring a bell to me at all, or?
Wouldn't expect so.
Okay, I didn't think so. See, outside of character me thinks that's probably a familiar of some kind, but in character me think, he who lizard brain.
You lizard.
I need wine. Give.
Jason, is the porch light on?
Eventually, the larger guy just puts his hand up, stops him. Who exactly are
Thinking time. I'm not gonna lie to a mobster. Okay.
I'm a distraction. Da, 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 da.
you? Is this when the pulp hero jumps in?
Bible man.
Yeah, it's one door.
Messed up.
Alright.
All right.
My name is Adret.
Oh, wonderful. What makes you join?
I did.
I was like,
As I have said before, I was out in the main room. I was taken here. Then you so kindly offered an extension to sit down.
Yes, normally nobody would accept such an offer. You did.
Yes,
Was it lustful for you?
I am rather famished.
He pushes his plate over to you. And he compliments. I'll
Thank you.
order more if you need.
And you slowly start to eat.
Maintaining eye contact the whole time.
You are mafia.
Wonderful. So, how do you normally pay for your food when you come to such an establishment?
I do not normally come to such an establishment.
What would bring you to this then this evening?
I suppose you can say I am here on business. Unfortunately, I have run dry of... He kind of waves around an empty coin purse. The currency your people keep.
I keep multiple currencies. What would be your exchange?
Gold?
Sounds fair. Why don't we exchange your gold for the meal, and I will...
Okay, I misspoke. I thought he was asking like the kind of currency that I thought you guys kept.
No, you keep.
Okay, where I come from, we barter with thieves. You hunt the meal, then I weave your basket. That sort of thing.
Ah, favors. Well, since I am going to provide you with a meal, I suppose that I need a basket woven.
You elaborate, please. I'm curious now.
I'm certain you like to eat consistently,
Yes.
and I'm fairly certain that an individual of your stature has trouble dealing occasionally with, well, the rest of the riffraff within the city. What is your pleasures? Perhaps I can fulfill them.
I seek information on things most would not know, relating to spirits. That is all that I need.
I could arrange something. I'm a little familiar with spiritual and intellectus, if you will. And does that also mean that you would like to speak with one of our spiritual advisors?
That would be wonderful.
This is the kind of knowledge you seek. Now then,
What would you ask of me in return?
are you familiar with a coin system at all?
No, sir.
You provide a small amount of whatever services you render to whomever you wish to render them to. And a portion of it comes back to us as favor. We, in turn, provide favors for you, and a small amount of protection from would-be eyes that would disrupt your services.
This sounds reasonable.
Turns a little bit. August, could we draft a contract? Pardon, I didn't exchange names. And Julian, you are...
Julian, you said?
Yes.
I am Adret. This is the kind of greeting you use, right? Just gonna write down my notes. Julian Lackey. There we go. That is the skinny guy talking, right?
No, this is the large dude.
Oh, the large dude is Julian?
This is
Large guy's
monster.
Julian. Mobster.
Yeah, I was like, what? All right.
I think he was telling me that he is now Julian's lackey.
No. I thought that he was talking about the
No.
skinny.
I think you are Julian's
I
lackey.
think your mom.
You're about to be.
What about your grandma?
She's very nice lady.
I know it.
All right.
So, since we have a general arrangement, please eat your fill, as I said. Anything you prefer to drink.
I have not yet tried many of the alcohols in this land.
You have a tolerance.
Yes, quite.
How about this? We will have a.
He doesn't understand that word.
I've got to roll really low.
Yeah. Yeah, I can tolerate it.
How about this? We have a tradition. It's usually referred to as an edge for edge. You will be provided with a glass. I will have a glass. The most amount of edges or glasses that you consume and keep down will determine if you win. If you win, you may ask of me anything with no favor exchanged, meaning I will weave your basket. You do not need to hunt anything.
I like this game.
The reverse is also true. Should I win, I will ask something of you. And you will do it if it's within your power and your reason.
I'm confident in my abilities. Thanatos, make this a challenge, and I cast guidance on Julian.
Oh my god.
Okay then.
Oh, get wrecked.
So for the first drink,
All right.
Well, so the first drink that comes out is a glass of wine.
Oh, are you mixing alcohols?
Mhm.
Oh god.
he's
Mhm.
go.
You may have needed that guidance on yourself.
He can do it
Learn the
again.
hard way.
It's a cantrip.
Remember, confidence is what gets you good rolls. Or so they would like us to believe.
I thought it was the air bubble underneath the 20.
I prefer the superstition.
I assume you have the first edge.
Yeah.
Okay. Con save.
Okie dokie.
This one's easy. You should be alright.
Just like that. Yeah, I had it. He's already more tipsier than fucking Gwen is.
I've only had a glass. I've gotten you
So
like
this is
two
why.
more already.
Yeah, I'm drinking.
When you drink it,
I had a glass.
basically it's very bitter for your palate.
Mhm.
So you don't have any problem holding the liquor. It's getting it down. You start to drink and you're just like, this tastes like rancid bugs. And you've not had this flavor since you were a child in force fed when you didn't want to be. And freaking terrible. A couple minutes later, the next edge comes. It is a mixed wine, a fruit wine.
Yes.
I am repeatedly casting guidance on Julian, by the way.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Depending on how many of those con saves you fail, I might be having you roll before you.
Okay.
Accidentally casting on himself because he's so drunk.
Right.
Second con save then?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Hey,
You're doing great.
that still didn't go down well.
Slowly.
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, at least it was a fruit you liked.
Yay.
But the bug taste didn't go away. Moving to Dominus
Oh,
and Frida. You have made an agreement. What kind of evening do you have afterwards?
sit there and small talk with her. Mostly asking her about what exactly she would. Well, I guess it's not really small talk, but like
Shop talk?
a little bit. What exactly is it that you would help me do? What research or work?
She breaks a small amount of the very fine decorum she's been doing the entire time. Like, she keeps her hand under the table. She will move her cup when it gets in the way, kind of thing. She'll even eat like this if she has to. The forks and plates, when they get removed, the whole courses are being removed as needed. And since you've been mirroring her the whole time, the brigade, essentially, that is serving you over this courses, which there are 9, you realize you've been performing a form of etiquette ritual, but not one you've ever done. So, though it's slightly clumsy for you to do, it's been very practiced for her, so this is really obvious when it stops. I suppose it's easier to show you, so... Lost that voice for her. Damn it.
It's all right.
Do you have a pen?
Reaches inside his double-breasted coat inside.
Keep saying that. Starts to kind of lightly sketch something. She starts going. It's not anything like how Lucretia would do it.
Mm-hmm.
Lucretia is used to drawing technical drawings. So lines are perfect, they're like razor lines. When Priya hands it to you, it looks like an artist did it instead.
So it looks more like a 3D rendering of art versus schematic.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, I'm not okay. You would have to figure out how to make this. It's no longer.
But can I recognize what it is?
You can. And it bothers you in that it seems just like laughably fanciful. She has an idea for one of the Watcher bikes that does not have wheels, would fly. Her drawing involves 4 sets of wings, 2 larger ones in the front, 2 smaller ones in the back, and the force and thrust would be applied on the wings for pushing backwards.
I did see what was his name again? Adret? Or
Alden?
Alden. Oh, he's got
I'm mixing up
Yeah,
an
mixing up
NPC in
his-
here.
Alden. I did see the concept of his, like, reverse gravity type propulsion device. So I know it's awesome. But I have not ever designed anything like that. So what I say to her is, this would be quite difficult. But it is theoretically possible.
What I'm thinking, and she leans over at this point. What I'm thinking is if we thin out the body, remove the wheels, of course, that extra alignment weight's a waste of time. Remove the secondary frame so it doesn't need 4 sets of wheels. It can be streamlined and centered. It would instead be laid flat, the seat's still on top. We'd apply the larger wings in the front so that way we can maintain a push upwards on it. The back wings would use as a control. We could probably put some sort of fins in it so that way it would have lateral movement. And that lateral movement would give it rise and fall. Kind of like how a bird's tail would function.
Yes.
The front wings, they wouldn't necessarily need to fully flap, just be able to slightly pivot so that they could catch currents, glide in a sense. The thrust would then be applied from essentially into the back wings and be able to be directed downward, pushing the device up. At least that's what I'm thinking. I'm not so sure if it would work in full, but my small model did work inside of a gust tunnel.
If lightweight enough, which the body itself would not be hard to do, the problem is the power source.
Yeah, it's been an issue too. I tried to talk to Lucretia a couple of times, but that didn't work out. And I have spoken with a few of the military engineers, but of course the only time they'll make an offer with that is if they get to use it.
Of course they get to use it, and of course they would
Arm it.
turn it into a weapon.
I don't want it for a weapon, I want it for research.
Really. Dominus is actually he's a little bit impressed and kind of taken aback because he did not expect this from her. He thought she was going to be more along the lines of, military contracts, no problem. I'm going to do this and, whatever. I don't care as long as I get the money kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But she actually seems like she's in it for the science of it.
My guy's never been turned on more than right now.
What is this? Like,
Which is why he's a little bit conflicted, but he kind of shakes his head for a second.
I don't really want
Make sure he moves his drink away, his wine.
Mm-hmm.
And
She's going to insight you when you do that. So
Okay.
there's a bunch of thoughts.
Mhm. Hold on. That would be. Well, I wouldn't want her to understand. So, ooh, yeah. You said a 15. Yeah, you beat me.
I rolled pretty decent.
Yeah. He's clearly intrigued by her, but he he's like, okay, the wine, the wine's getting to me. I'm married. I have a wife.
Oh, yeah. She's pretty good on the poker face, kid.
Yeah.
She doesn't let it out, but she knows. With Ethan and Llamel. Sorry, I got you when you're getting up.
No, you're
getting up. Go. I was waiting till you were done eating. I can switch over. I'll go back to them.
Oh.
Inside the bar, instead.
Oh, she's a jolly good fellow. Oh, she's a jolly good fellow.
Now that Richard has probably bought at least 4 rounds,
Yeah.
and you started realizing who doesn't continue to drink.
It's the guy, right?
No, it's the two at the bar, not the bar, the booth or
They have
whatever.
never accepted it. It's all been sitting on the end.
Oh,
The guy that's sitting next to
me.
you stopped at 3. Fourth is not drank, and he stopped drinking his own drink. He gets up.
And he's by himself.
Well,
right?
what about the 2 that were?
Oh, and the undercover
Yeah.
has been sharing it as it arrives
Mhm.
with the other adult, so that way he's not drinking as much.
With the children.
He hasn't given any of the children. He gave wine to the kids, but he didn't give anything else. Well, I guess beer would have been too, but there's no beer at the table. What? We don't, it doesn't
I'm
mean they
how
don't.
these people raise their kids, so it's not my problem.
I mean,
They're European. Come on.
do you trust the water?
No.
Anyway. Yeah, so the one that's sitting next to you stopped at 3. The one that's in the booth has been sharing it with the other adult. So that way they're not drinking anywhere near as much. Nursing it, if you will. But the ones in the end have never touched it. Everybody else,
All about it.
I
Yeah.
don't give a shit. They're down for it. And at one point, one of them gets up. You're the... You, yeah.
Yes. It's okay, buddy. I got you.
Best ever. He raises like both hands, but they're uneven and everything.
Can we give the good I love you speech?
Yeah.
I love meeting people in a bar. Sits down, like doesn't sit down, but like comes up next to you and everything, leans on the bar. Get him the good. Get him the good ale.
The good ale? I thought this was the good ale.
Comes up. They give you a tall glass of mead.
Tall glass meat. This is the best stuff, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you, buddy. Toast to my friend over here.
Name's Barnaby.
Barnaby?
Yeah.
That's a self.
Hold on.
I'm getting like flashback after flashback after flashback.
I'm glad you get it.
Yeah.
Hopefully some of you do too.
Nice to meet you, Barnaby. Name's Richard.
Is the alcohol starting to affect you at this point then too?
Sure, why not? Fuck it.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
How much have you drank?
I had the wine and then maybe the first 1, 2. Probably
1, 2, 3.
5.
probably good after that.
Go ahead and roll for
I don't imagine my con tie
Tinto
helping me
and
to be able to
Grecian.
do that.
Okay. Lucretia also goes, I'm gonna stop here. This is definitely my limit. And she's got a good healthy smile. She's clearly flushed at this point. Well, as much as she's gonna be. For Ato's sake, let's suggest doing regular ale from here.
I will.
I'll do one for the entire.
I will say the ones that I haven't been drinking, I've been attempting to sleight of hand it into Ato's,
What?
getting him.
Go ahead and roll
more.
sleight of hand.
I'm just trying to.
Hold on. You're poisoning his beer
I'm getting him to drink more.
with your wine.
No, with the shit you've been giving us.
Wouldn't you just give her more wine if that's what she was drinking?
No, well, no, I
Yeah.
She's basically doing this where his level goes like this as he takes a drink, puts it down, and then when he picks it up, it's already back up to here,
No.
but he doesn't realize it because he's still drinking.
No.
I assume you all been getting the same
I totally
drink.
get that.
Yeah.
My thing was that, you know,
Same
The
drink.
bartender's been refilling what they are drinking.
Yeah.
Wouldn't give
I
them
assumed I was giving her wine.
Okay. Well, if
Another
that's,
round
if
of,
that's
you know,
the
wine
case,
and
Ah,
beer.
then
That's the
I
issue
thought
I
we
was
were all being
I see.
given drink A,
No.
and that was what they were doing
The
around.
first round was that.
Okay. Never mind. I
Because
misunderstood.
he said he basically made it the first round, then I assumed the rest was.
I misunderstood. All right.
When Josh didn't
Ignore
clarify
me
after
then.
that, I went, yeah, it's just okay. It's whatever.
Then ignore me. Then.
I mean, you
Never
can do
mind.
that for the first
You
one.
can do it with the first one though.
No, this is not worth it. By the first one, I'm not drunk enough.
You all right there, Dominus?
Nope. You don't have my signature. Just joking. Yes, you do. That's that is one of our
I'm gonna
wonderful
go for
fans
Nick.
that I met at Dragon Con.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's starting to get late. Maybe I should go ahead and go for now. As Ado goes to stand up,
I stand up.
He
You know,
wobbles.
you've been great.
he wobbles a tiny bit. It's not much. It's just enough to be obvious, but he pulls out a wallet of sorts.
Mhm.
Starts counting out a couple coins, puts them down because he was here before you all.
Hey, no, don't even worry about it, my friend. I got you.
Can't do that.
Mi casa es su casa.
What language
Fuck
is
is
that?
Dwarvish. Just
Just kind of looks at you a little funny. I feel like it's close to being a bribe if I take this.
Oh. But we can't have that. So it's just a friend buying a friend something.
That's great.
no favors at all.
He picks up the last of his while he's standing to survive it.
To surviving.
He downs it. Leaves the coins there anyway, but doesn't stumble, but definitely walks a little crooked on his way out.
Can I have Birdie watch him a little bit?
Gotta make sure he gets home safe.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's what you're doing.
Hey, LaGrease shit, you get what you need?
I gave it.
Shit.
That was like at the first round. I thought we were loosening him up. Did I misunderstand? Oh, thank God.
You do a good job of making friends.
I do.
You might want to make sure he gets home okay.
I
Already
probably
on.
should. However, I don't take insults. And that table over there has
As you walk over there, you of course pass the other booth, and that family starts pulling out of the booth and filing themselves out, paying for their meals. It's really not somebody that comes by and like goes, "Hey, here's your check." It's leave the money in.
Mm-hmm.
dip.
It's like the bartender seems to run the whole thing, and everybody seems to know the bartender, no problem. It seems that way. By this point, the other family's already gone. It's just been too long. If you walk over there, you see the two women. One is leaning against the wall, asleep. Completely asleep. The other one's just in a book, writing stuff. You don't get to see it because clearly they're astute enough as they hear the steps would be approaching. I close it. I don't know how quiet you were about
Oh,
it.
he's
Assume
not.
I'm not.
Oh.
So, what do you do?
Hello, my friends. Was the drinks not to your liking?
We came mostly for a place to wait, rest a little.
Ah, rest is always good. I like to rest too. With a glass of beer.
What do you want?
Just want to know what a fine lady like yourself is doing here.
So when you get a good look at her,
She's not fine.
Barely qualified as a lady.
when you get a good look at her, She's probably way too small to be serving in any military capacity. Doesn't look like she's lifted anything ever.
Shit, she's probably too young for you.
She's tall. Her friend's not. She's basically average. The uniform looks like it was tailored to somebody around her size, but not her. Some places it pinches, and other places it's too loose. You can tell it's just kind of there. The belt wouldn't keep it on her waist if it tried. But, usually doesn't anyway. That's not how it's going to work.
What's the other lady wearing?
Same kind of outfit.
Same color, everything, like Ministry of Industry.
She, on the other hand, is almost as well built as Isa.
She won't fuck you up.
Mm-hmm.
She's asleep, so she can't fuck you up yet, so you're fine.
Honestly, I think anyone in this bar could fuck me up.
Yeah, that guy and that guy and that guy.
And that kid right there.
She has chained to her belt
Shit.
a book that's similar to the one the other one put away immediately.
Mhm.
And the lock on it's all wrapped copper.
Oh, there's a lock on the book?
Yeah, it wraps all the way around. It's a band. And there's no key to it from what you can tell. You can't even see a mechanism that would let you open it. When the other one closed it, there's just a loose band. It's not attached. Past that, you see barely, because she's like leaning out, right? Poking a little bit out of here is the handle of a sidearm.
Real quick, want to butt in and say thank you, Nick TS1, for that $20 super sticker. Awesome. Thank you so much. That really helps support the channel, and we appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Stickers.
Yeah.
I didn't know either.
That is a cute little sticker.
It's a hippo with a robot arm.
It's Dominus.
Yeah. Basically.
All right, so all of you get inspiration.
Ooh.
Awesome.
All right.
Nice. I'll take it.
All right.
Is this
your
Yeah, I was like, how does your inspiration work?
Yeah, mine is different.
So, okay, so when you utilize inspiration, it will let you re-roll. Roll before I tell you if it failed or succeeded.
Mm-hmm.
You get to make that choice yourself, essentially kind of how the lucky feet would operate.
Okay.
Or you can choose to burn it to take advantage, even if you would have disadvantage on a roll.
Okay.
Okay? Otherwise, it doesn't really do much else.
You know what I'm gonna use?
You can also burn it if you really need to add to your hit die on a short rest.
Okay.
Can we feed our inspiration to other players?
If it's beyond one, sure. You can pull a maximum of 3.
Okay.
So, that good?
Yeah.
That's good.
Cool. All right. And for my Strahd campaign people, no, you don't get 3. I'm sticking with the 1. Anyway, so, what do you want?
To make friends.
Got that. You actually want.
I was just wondering, but you're here.
He's a drunk bard.
Why don't you sit down and drink them?
No. Like, why are you here? Like, I know you're here to rest, but why are you here?
The atmosphere was nice.
Ah. Yes.
It's quiet for the most part.
Yes, Chad, he's actually whispering so quiet he's not making a sound. You're not, it's not.
Yeah, no, it's 100%. We don't even hear him either. When they say you're lip syncing, man, I mean it.
He's just getting a drink, guys.
Just give me a drink.
Turned around. She goes, you know what? About this. You're so interested in why we're here. I'm interested in why you're here, Richard. Right?
Ooh.
That's you? Shows a wanted poster.
Ooh.
From the Ministry of War.
I think they fucked up the nose.
How was that service?
It was fantastic.
Was it?
It was.
Fuck off and get out of here. And we'll pretend I didn't see you.
Well, that sounds like a jolly good idea. That sounds like a threat too. Hey, we got some people over there. I think they're from the industry, probably for tax evasion.
Have you been doing a lot of tax evasion, Richard?
I don't do taxes.
Oh, okay. Dude, would you like to go home?
Are we going home?
Yeah.
Yes.
The creature's just like, why would they? What?
They have a wanted poster of me too. So like,
Did you happen to see more than one wanted poster? Just out of curiosity.
was there more than one wanted poster?
Real quick, after that, I'm casting the spell on Richard.
By all means. What are you doing? It may not be
Casting
okay with
sobriety.
Richard.
No, mind sliver. I'm gonna give you a fucking headache.
Oh, I recommend
I love that
you
spell.
tell him how this is gonna go.
If you can make an intelligence save, sir. PC 14.
Oh, perfect. Like a perfect save. Intelligence +0.
Wow.
Which is the red die this time. 3.
Okay.
You take
Damn, in alcohol, it's harder.
6 points of psychic damage,
Mhm.
and you get a minus a d4 from your next saving throw before the end of my next turn. So, like, it's gonna be irrelevant.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
He
So,
just trips and fall on his way out because of that.
That's my favorite kind of trip. My time wizard uses it all the time.
Adret. More food comes out for you.
What about the edge?
Yeah. You ready for number 3?
Yeah, 3.
Goes ahead. Asks for another set. This time, what comes out? Bit firmer. A little bit tasteless.
Okay, I'll take that. I got a 13 that time.
You
So
moving on
above-
from wine?
Above a 10, yeah. I'm just gradually getting higher in rolls.
So, yeah, it's a little tasteless. And bitters. A little bit of what's the right word? Sour to it.
Like this.
Sure. I don't drink Monster, so I don't know.
Oh, yes. Sour.
I have to avoid the energy drink safes. Anyway, when your food gets delivered, it smells amazing. You get basically the equivalent of what an ossobuco would be, but it's
Ooh.
lamb shank.
Oh.
I don't think any of us can afford this one.
Well,
Why do you
I
think
can
I'm not
afford
there?
it. He's paying for mine. You would see Adret just take it by the bone. I'm assuming there's bone.
Yeah, it's
Wait, this was a drink?
no.
Like,
The
what do
bone
I
of the
miss?
drink.
It's like a bone and then like
Yeah,
a
no,
hunk of meat at the
it's
end of it.
yeah.
He fucking slurps it off.
It's like, oh dear God.
The seasonings and spices your people use are intriguing and exquisite.
Now, normally it's done with veal, but they have a specialty here where they do it with a slightly older one, but that's okay. That's bigger. The fourth edge comes out. This one's amber. Well, it's translucent.
You fancies?
Doesn't even count.
That okay? I'm gonna use my inspiration.
I'm rolling a d4 with all this, right? You're still guidancing him?
I'm guided through it. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Just curious.
That's a 13, much better than a 7.
He's getting resistant to the alcohol.
I mean, DC's going up every time, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He's going to eventually run out of options.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of time passes. Not much, but just enough that a plate of pasta comes out. Not big. Got some vegetables basically put into it. A little bit of a light cream. They give it to you. They give it to the other table, too.
Is that what I stole from the lady?
Similar, not the same.
Okay. Just the. And similarly, you would see Adret just kind of
Continues eating.
just down it.
Okay. Gonna need another con save.
Yep.
Now you're mixing dairy and alcohol.
8.
That makes you feel a little queasy. You hold it down, but you do have a moment of it coming back.
Seconds.
Oh God.
Another edge comes out. This is darker. Now we're getting to the like almost, stained wood colors.
How's the other guy looking?
Nobody's inciting him.
Can I insight?
Yes, you
No,
can.
you can't. You're the only one not able to.
Ah, okay.
Chunky. Yep.
Oh no. Oh
Okay.
no. Don't
Randy
say
Swarp
that.
with curdles. Oh.
Of course, I get a nat 20 for a total of 25 on the insight.
He's probably not going more than maybe 2.
Two more?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's no.
Well, I'm probably not
He's
going to
shaking.
either.
Adret could just hang on.
He's got a great face for this, but he has tells.
So this is the 5th one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Come the 6th one, it's going to have a label that says warning dwarven on it. All right, come on, number 5.
Come on, buddy. Roll good.
19.
Woo!
On the die?
18.
Total, I get a +1.
Oh, nice.
Thank you for the bonus. 18.
Yeah.
Another piece of food comes out with it as you both manage to take that one down without any issues. This is vinegary.
I'm sorry, I'm a dum-dum. I don't know what that is.
Vinegar.
Vinegar. It's acidic.
vinegary.
Okay, okay.
It's
vinegar.
acidic.
I see.
It's basically a salad construction, but it's light, simple, but it's got a strong acid mix with a temper to it.
Brood mother didn't raise no bitch. We're down in that too.
Can we get
Mark
that
time.
one?
Mark time.
I'm gonna timer on that.
It's 8:21 if that helps.
Okay.
Well,
No.
you got a timer
Oh.
on the stream top by the red.
129.
There we go.
You put that one on a shirt too, right?
Yeah.
We didn't raise it in bit.
Brood mother didn't raise no bitch.
So yeah, we down that as well.
Go for it.
Do I need a con save? Yeah. Okay.
Come on, buddy.
Santa Top
That's a
guy.
13.
Hold up. Can I give him my inspiration?
You're not there.
Damn it!
If we pool our inspiration, can we give it to him?
Can we teleport it across time? I feel like a 13's not
We're
that
both in the restaurant. Does that count as close enough?
Let Nick know yes.
Yeah, I just did. Also, you know he can hear
Yes.
us, right? He's watching.
Yeah. Yeah. My bad.
Yes.
I'm trying not to
Also
say it
no.
out loud. I don't want to type things while.
No, that's okay. Don't worry about typing. We're keeping an eye.
Nick, you're more powerful than any of us, just so you know.
Yes.
Is the channel points thing there too?
You can
That's
help
on
or
Twitch,
hurt us appropriately.
So
But
if you're
But
on
then
Twitch.
you'll have to switch over to the Twitch chat to see that.
Gotcha,
if
gotcha.
Dominus and I willingly give up both of our inspiration, can we give it to Adret?
Are you over?
We're
Where it's
in
not
the restaurant.
Do you guys
We're
really-
giving up both of ours so that he gets one.
Aren't you over 1 though? Aren't you at 2?
No shit, I am at 2. Yeah,
That's
So
right.
you can give your 1.
Yeah. Sanitas, guide him.
So, would you have me re-roll that 13, or
I can't tell you.
Do
if
it.
you
no, I'm
can.
asking these two.
Do it however you want. If you think you need higher than a 13 now,
I feel like
give
the
yourself
13,
advantage.
the 13 for the salad is good, but I might need this reroll for the next edge.
There you go.
All
Fair
right.
enough.
Give yourself advantage on the next one.
All right.
So when you drink this one,
How do I hurt you?
you have started a monster.
DM advantage on Twitch.
Yep.
I buy it for him all the time.
Yep. And I love it. I use it.
Oh yeah, I said super chats are effective too.
Yep. Super chats will do it if you say, I want to hurt. Here you go, super chat. We'll take it.
I will happily hurt. No, kidding. I mean,
You'll
I'll
be
still
happy
do
about
it.
You'll be happy. Like, don't lie to these people.
44.
Look,
Josh and I have played with you before.
Yes.
I try to keep a poker face. Why do you gotta out me?
Shh. Don't give away secrets.
Right?
It's okay. I'm not paying attention.
I'm either. I'm watching this guy.
So
I'm
as you take the drink,
Mhm.
and it is now very dark,
Okay.
what you are drinking. It is got a hint of color beyond just brownish dark. But you don't really see it till you start drinking. It has this tinge, very slight tinge of something reddish.
Goat's blood.
it doesn't mix well with the vinegar.
It's cherries. Just cherries.
The issue isn't so much that
Gravity
it's bad in your
vinegar.
stomach, it's bad in your sinuses.
Oh, it's hot sauce.
Red wasabi.
It's hot sauce. Okay.
Do you have any special senses for smell?
Special senses.
Yeah,
Let's see about
keen
that. Well, I do have a +7 in perception, but let's see for special senses, if any.
Features and
Because
traits.
I am trying to remember if the lizard does.
I don't.
I don't think so.
I don't think so,
I've never
but
been a lizard before.
No, you don't
I
have
tell
keen
ya.
sight or keen smell.
yeah, you don't have
I
keen smell.
can hold my breath for up to 15 minutes.
That should be
That
an
actually
advantage.
can help you.
I got
Actually,
keen lungs.
Yeah, that is actually.
yeah,
kinda
go ahead and
helpful for this kind of
roll
stuff.
for roll one more time so that we had advantage. I forgot about whole breath.
The con save?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I don't know about why you advantage. What?
You're basically able
You
to
can hold your
stave
breath.
off
So
from
this is something that's
smelling
affecting
all
your
this.
sinuses and smell.
Oh, so
So you just be not smell it until
You
it's gone.
hold your breath.
okay. So I'm
and
rolling
chug.
this one with advantage.
Yeah.
Hold-
You're just
hold your
rolling one
breath
more
and
die, and
chug.
we're gonna use
Just
the
rolling
13.
Oh, okay. I just don't understand. Sorry. 9.
Okay, the 13 will stay. All right, so when you take your next short or long rest, you will wake up with exhaustion
Okay.
and a headache.
And a headache.
Ah, that's a headache more than I will.
On your last round, there's food brought one more time.
You make a bad decision here.
It is a dessert.
Oh.
They walk up to the table. They give you what looks like a small tray of custard of some kind. There's clearly some sort of sugar on it. They torch it at the table.
Oh,
Mm.
creme brulee.
As they're torturing it, as they're
I
torching
don't know,
it,
burning
Not
alive is
make me
kind of
cut you,
torture.
creme brulee.
they're drizzling this very faintly pink clear liquid into the torch as it's doing it.
Pepto-Bismol.
Can I, like, is there anything I can roll to figure out what that is?
What's alcohol?
I would accept a lot of options. If you're just trying to be intuitive about it,
It's alcohol.
you could do survival.
Okay, survival it is. 15.
Giving the slightly fruity floral smell from it, you assume that it's nothing toxic or otherwise.
Okay.
You can't tell what it is, it's been distilled out. But when it makes contact and everything, you can smell this thing come up real quick, and you get a mix of fruit and peppermint that comes with it. You're not so sure why. That's what you get. And next to it is a couple of mint leaves and a raspberry. Because why not?
Awesome.
Last edge will be nothing you were probably expecting, or any of these people were expecting. It's clear.
150.
Is it always clear? Like maybe forever?
That only exists in the far west.
Oh, okay.
It's just fucking water.
It's clear. Do you eat first or drink first?
That's a tough question. Am I
not
able
that
to
evil,
tell that
right?
the drink is actually alcohol?
Did you smell it?
Yeah.
It's alcoholic.
Okay.
Also smells minty.
Ooh. I will drink first.
Drink first?
Yep.
Okay. The con save at disadvantage.
All right, I'm gonna use that inspiration to cancel that disadvantage out.
That turns into advantage.
Yeah, it actually turns into.
Oh, it swapped it over
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah,
you,
that's what he said.
disadvantage.
So,
I'll
might as well
take
grab
that.
another d20 and roll it together.
That is fair. More dice equals bigger numbers, right?
Yeah, that's how it works. That's how it works.
It's a 40.
It's a 14.
Hey.
Sometimes I'll just roll more
Not
than one
not
dice,
terrible.
even if it's not needed.
Not
just to
terrible,
make me
yeah.
feel
Yeah,
more
not
powerful.
terrible.
Do you eat the dessert after?
Yes.
I thought. I now need another con save.
Oh.
Sanatos. Sanatos. It is a natural bond.
Natural bond!
He just passes the fuck out. It's just out.
Hold on. I gotta spam this now.
You get maybe 2 bites into the dessert out of the 5 you might need the whole thing. Well, for you, probably the 2 you did need you got.
Mm-hmm.
And you just like, as the spoon goes in, just spoon and all just up your side of your face. On the other hand, you thought it tasted good, but that might be your dreams remembering it later.
Let's go.
Good point.
On to Dominus.
Oh,
No, Zach, you get nothing.
What was a good point?
I was gonna say
Please.
it's 8:30.
Ah, actually, that is a good point. We are going to go ahead and take a quick break. We will be right back.
All right, and while we're gone on break, if any of you want to go ahead and super chat, we would appreciate the support, and we will read out those super chats in funny voices. And we encourage you to super chat things that you really enjoyed so far about the stream, or hate on us as hard as you want. We want to hear it. Say we suck. Say we're horrible. We'd love to hear it.
Don't worry, the womb mother didn't raise no bitch. We got this.
Yeah. Woo. But yeah, so yeah, if you want to give us super chats, we happily accept those and we'll read them out in funny voices after the break.
I'm thinking drunk Adret voice.
Yeah. Drunk Adret voice. Adret.
All right, we'll be right back. Alrighty, and we're back. So, before the break, we're going to move to Dominus, but what we're going to do is we're going to move to both Dominus and to Llamel, post their discussions with their individual dates.
But before that, super chats.
Thank you. But before we do that, who's got funny voice?
Well, Adret's doing this.
Yep.
Okay, so Adret, go ahead.
My name is Adret, and I cannot hold my liquor.
There we go. So that was Adret. Reading that, my name is Adret. I can't hold my liquor. And then from Brandy Swore, we have a question for all players and the DM. What has been your favorite settings to roleplay tabletop in, and why?
DM takes privilege and goes last.
Shall we just go around this way? Go
Sure,
around this way. Okay. Honestly, I am a huge fan of high fantasy. Always loved it. That's where I first got in. To was high fantasy in 2nd edition AD&D, and that is just where my heart lies. What about you?
All right, just like my old man here, I love high fantasy and any kind of variation of it. So, I mean, you can add a little bit of technology in it, like we have with Magnus Aevum. But personally, I think high fantasy is the best because sci-fi and modern, well, that's the most similar to our modern world here, and I'm trying to escape and be a motherfucking knight with a sword, bitch. Gotcha. On to you, Josh.
I'm gonna bounce off of that. But more mythical high fantasy, where you get like god tier powers and whatnot. That's the shit.
So, like-
Josh just has a god fetish.
So, well, Am I hearing you exalted?
Yes.
Okay, am I hearing you want another exalted game?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say no.
Yeah, that's actually the Exalted game we did has probably been my favorite game. I don't even fucking know what kind of setting that was. Hot mess. Is hot mess sufficient?
Can I change my answer? I would also like hot mess.
I was exalted. I just did it as a space opera.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just feel like playing shit that I can't do in real life. If I can do dumb shit that I don't do in real life, I'm set.
That's why Jen likes to play Big Dumb Stupid.
Yeah, Big Dumb Stupid is my favorite because
Yep.
that's not me in real life.
No.
Well, not all of it.
Yeah, you're
Little
not
dumps.
big.
They're
Yeah,
supposed to roast us.
basically.
You're not supposed to roast yourself.
No, we can do that.
My personal favorite is I like fucking everything up with 5e, and I ran a Monster Hunter campaign once, and the setting for that was just a lot of fun.
Mhm.
So, I get to be the bad one at the table, I guess. Sure. I started too with a D&D 2nd edition. I really did. And there's like this special place that D&D belongs in. But I'm a filthy traitor, and I will always pick Mage of the Ascension over everything forever. There is just something about the idea that I can invent magic however I want to, idolize it, shape it, whatever I want, but I still have to explain it to get away with it, or I will get punished severely by paradox.
And that's why I liked Exalted, because as long as I could explain it, I could do it.
I mean,
That I think made me better at D&D.
Right. Now, we did get one more super chat in as well. And we're going to have to this is the last one that we read out so we can get back into the game. But this one right here is, again, another question real quick. Have y'all done the Storm King's Thunder? Any tips for a new DM? I will say I have played not the entire Storm King's Thunder, but I played a couple of the Adventure League versions where there were we're running some of the modules out of Storm King's Thunder. I enjoyed it. I myself don't like to run modules a lot. I prefer homebrew because I just like to go wherever direction I want. But if you're running a module, I would just say read the hell out of it. All of it. Twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, just so you really get an idea of, okay, what's it supposed to be based on what they put in there.
I don't know what these words are, so I guess nothing.
You think maybe you should run a Storm King's Thunder on the channel?
Maybe in the future, but again, I'm not much into modules, but yeah.
Say we. Yeah.
Well, yeah, okay.
I think
We'll consider that.
Have you guys ever played it?
I played Storm King Thunder, and I fucking hated it. So don't be afraid to run away from the source material. That's my advice for a DM running this.
I think any advice for a DM is just take the source material
And fuck it.
Make it your own.
yes, and just
I
mold
don't
it
know
to
about
what you need to
that
make your
one.
players. Because not all players like or can fit into that box.
Yeah,
Yep.
use
So-
the book as a guideline, not the rule.
They're more like
Guidelines.
guidelines. Really.
Honestly, I've not done Storm King either. Not that I'm afraid of modules, as my Strat campaign will tell you. I do change them, but they're still thematically and major note for note what they're supposed to be. As for DM tips, this is too short to give you a really exhaustive thing. Instead, a couple of us did a Nerd Culture is Dead podcast on this. That's a series that we're beginning, and we can really help you guide our perspectives on DMing from ground up.
Yeah, lots of topics. I think the first episode we talked about world building and the concept of world building, and then Zach threw us for a loop and said, hey, guess what? Before the next one, we're taking all this that we talked about and world building, and we're all going to present our concepts that we each individually came up with, and then decide which one as a group that we want to go with. And we're doing the process, basically part of that podcast.
Yeah, I'm gonna be live for you all to see the creative process and understand the decisions that we're gonna be making as content creators for a campaign.
I'll even make commentary on how I created this one as we go through it.
Yeah. All right. So thank you all for those super chats. And back to you, Andrew.
Well, that commercial break was amazing.
Yes.
That was the best wholesome concept I've ever got in a commercial break.
Yes.
So,
Llamel.
Llamel, Dominus, as you are walking out from your respective tables, it is pretty obvious you are nearby each other. Your collective dates are walking out with you, where you're not necessarily together, but you can easily converse. The distraction that was Adret has mostly been cleaned up, yet Adret is nowhere to be seen.
Dominus, I didn't know you were coming here.
Yes, you did. I told you.
Must have just went in one ear and right back out that same ear. No need to roll. I am bold-faced lying to you. You can see it right on my face with my big fucking smirk.
Priya has her arm wrapped around yours, as his etiquette requires. You can try to stop her if you'd like to.
No, I will play my part.
Okay.
Until we exit the restaurant completely.
As you exit the restaurant, she lets you go, but plucks the rose out and just goes ahead and puts it in hers.
Aw.
Have a wonderful evening. And then she just like touches you lightly on your cheek. I'll find my own way.
Bye, Priya. It was nice seeing you.
And I look at Llamel for a second. I look at her. And then it just clicks in my head. Tear. Yeah, they're related.
That's my sister.
Priya goes up to one of the carriage coaches that is nearby and wait.
All right.
Isa's still there. Is there anything else you want of me?
Lonely.
Be careful what you request. You're outside the restaurant, so the form no longer required.
Don't worry, Isa. I know my limits. The only other thing I would ask of you is maybe your hand on another outing.
Maybe it can be considered as long as I pick the venue next time.
I'll let you do that.
Good. I'm also picking the activity. So, yeah, I guess I'm good for the evening since you both apparently had a taste for fine dining this evening. Hear anything wonderful?
Perhaps.
Interesting company you keep. You may want to find your friend.
That was my next move.
Yeah, I seem to have lost a lizard.
I hope if the three of you are here, that means somebody.
Most protection. Much hope.
I assume we have stepped, just kind of outside the velvet ropes.
You're off to the side. You know how everybody was mingling? You found a place to mingle outside.
I say, give me a moment. I turn back around, go over towards the maitre d'.
Mhm.
And I say, that loud, strange creature that came in.
You mean the one that trashed my table?
Any idea where that thing went?
Back room.
Incorrigible. I just walk straight back that way. I don't say anything else to him.
It's okay. He doesn't want to say anything else about it.
So I walk straight back there, and I just kind of look over my shoulder at and now you got me doing it.
It worked.
At Llamel. I just kind of look back over my shoulder at Llamel like, you coming or what, buddy?
Lamel's ripping off his arms. It seems I'm needed elsewhere.
Then I'm
I would
going
normally offer you my arm back to.
I'll take your arm, but I'm gonna go home.
This is why I like you so much. Either way, have a good night, and I go to take her hand and just kiss her goodbye.
Do you actually take her hand?
Oh, yeah.
He's not offering.
Oh, she's like blatantly not about it?
She's not offering.
Force it. Alright. I'm still going to do it, but very lightly where she was going to tell me no and move her hand. She was freely able to do so. I'm not going to force myself in any way of concert. Oh, there we go.
Kiss it. No. We're waiting.
Yeah. What? And to actually kiss my hand?
Yeah.
Oh,
What they're
I was waiting for it too, but it didn't happen, so I was like, okay.
No, that was way too much effort. I would have had to like.
And I mean, I'm fine with it, but whatever.
Nah, too much.
It's not like I'm into it or anything.
No.
As soon as I get to the doorway that leads into that back area, I wait until Llamel kind of catches up with me.
Mm-hmm.
And I go,
Good night, Isa.
Keep her safe. You know the consequences.
Nah, I know them well enough.
Pay attention to her.
She just starts walking towards the battle door.
once you get there, I'm like,
Have you opened the door to go in there?
not yet.
Okay.
I really don't want to know what state back there is going to be, but I suppose we should go and check it out.
Halfway through him saying this, I open the door.
Okay. When you open it, you take a quick second to scan the room. You mark 3 people for certain you know. You're familiar with who Julian is. You have an idea who Augustus is. Goes a little further than that, though. You start clocking a few others that are operae. You know more in passing and in occasional conflicts, but the fact that, the lectern of the actual council is in the room, sitting next to Adret, should send some.
Is he completely cocked out by the time we walk in?
Oh yeah, he's smashed out.
What did you say? The what of the council?
He's a lictorn.
How do you spell that?
Lictor.
Thank you. Good to know.
Also in the room, you clock an individual known as Aquila.
Aquila.
Aquila is Sherboni. Off on the side. It's a relatively slender person, no longer sitting where we were describing before. It's now off talking to some opera. This makes you pause and even consider whether you want to go in this room. Because he's the Llamel of the council.
Mm-hmm.
So you basically have two of the four heads of the council in the same room. And a passed out friend in that room. Who's not dead, you'd think.
Well, I'm not one to back down from a challenge, regardless of how stupid it is to do so.
Mm-hmm.
So I will boldly walk in and say out loud, "Ah, room full of friends. I see you have
8 or 9 guns from the opera. You real fast.
Oh my god.
record scratch.
The music stops.
I see you guys have met Adret. Wonderful company, isn't it?
What is it you want?
I'll just get a member of my familia back.
Picking up my
I didn't know he
resume.
wandered in here.
You see Aquila look over. He's a sworn client.
Well, that's not good.
As he's doing that and talking to them, I assume you're like they're on one side of the table, you're like on the other side looking at them.
I'm
There's
probably
multiple
like
tables in the room.
I'm probably just in the doorway at this point, like walking in as those guns turn towards me.
I mean, it's not just guns. There's swords that are pulled. Somebody has a bow. One person clearly, without even hesitation, there's got some knives, stuff like that. The room is armed to the teeth.
Yeah, there's one dude with a fucking bar stool who's just like, what am I even doing?
That works for me. It's probably a musician.
After he walks in and gets about maybe 10, 15 feet in, then I walk in the door behind him to the nearest guards that are right there and just, you hear the fucking iron, get your... As I just stand there, since they got guns pointed, I do too.
Roll initiative.
Dominus.
Oh, roll initiative. As soon as that charges.
They pulled guns, man.
I'm
All for it.
unconscious! Yay!
Question.
I'm assuming I don't roll initiative?
You're unconscious.
No, question. Did what's his face use his last blessing?
Guidance?
Yes.
Jillian?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Did he?
Well, no, it would have been too long.
I also went unconscious.
I think
in
it only lasts for a minute.
concentration.
Yeah.
Oh, it's concentration.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. It's gone.
Yeah, I'm like, as soon as he goes, it's over. Plus, it's only lasts a minute anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so, with a quickness. Didn't expect there to be conflict, but you prepare for it. So, theater of mind.
Yes.
To give everybody an idea of the room is approximately 50 feet this way, and it is 90 feet this way. Your door is entering in 10 foot off the side wall, and there are 4 tables in front of you that are just literally 2 and 2. There's a small stage here in this corner, and then a door for the kitchen. You know, mafia getting served in the back of the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Similar concept. There's a total of 6 operae, which are soldiers, if you will, equivocal. And then there's the 3 I mentioned. Plus 2 musicians, one of which picked up a bar stool.
Mm-hmm.
Where he got it from, and his ass was on it. Dropped his instrument, picked up the stool, didn't even hesitate too much. The other one, on the other hand, that was playing the piano, is just kind of staying behind the piano. You have only 2 individuals actually with guns similar to Llamel's. Maybe not necessarily as advanced, but they're definitely guns.
Mm-hmm.
You have a swordsperson, a person with knives, and a bow. The 3 individuals that seem to be important have not even stood up.
Mm-hmm.
But no, the 2 that are closest to you that you're aiming at are just operae that are at tables. So,
By the way, 23 for initiative.
yeah, I figured it was gonna be stupid.
For you, of course.
Yeah.
Mine's normal-ish.
You like a 14?
Exactly at 14.
Wow.
I am psychic. Llamel
Yep,
is
see?
all-seeing,
Still
all-knowing, omnipotent.
I have no plus.
He's psychic.
He is
He's
certainly
average.
going to solve
I'm
this issue
unconscious.
without conflict.
See if you can take it out of combat. We'll see.
I'm gonna try.
Make no promises.
Oh, I have.
I was just trying to get the Mexican standoff going, you know.
No, it was already a Mexican standoff with us just being there.
Yeah, I mean, it's not
You
really.
turned it into warfare, and not just normal warfare. This is gonna be.
I mean, in all
Fucked.
fairness, I've been watching the Marvel movies in the order that everything would happen chronologically, and I am on Iron Man 3 right now, so I really got Iron Man on the brain.
Oh, you're on the worst Iron Man movie.
Yes, but I've got Iron Man on the brain.
Sadly, it actually matters the most out of all of them for.
But
future.
it is still the worst one.
But anyway, this is not that kind of nerd channel today.
Yep.
So, Llamel, you are on the deck. Right behind will be
I'm at a 14.
All right, I'm taking this away.
will be one of the
Yeah, you're
upright,
fine.
and then
You do my shit.
Okay.
they're how about that?
In the middle of all this
Alright.
big snoozing.
Mhm.
About my stuff.
A lot of player characters
Mhm.
falling
You
unconscious
wanna see?
lately, huh?
Oh no, I trust you, man.
No, you should see it anyway. Like whistle odds of that.
Oh my god.
Roll,
Your
roll.
dice hate you today.
Yeah.
At least those initiative dice.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna get fucked, but yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna continue walking forward in the room, not putting my hand on my weapon or anything, and I'm gonna look behind me. Dominus, there's no need for violence. Surely this is an issue that can be solved through diplomacy and a well thought out conversation. And I walk up and put my hand on Adret's shoulder.
So you're gonna walk around the table, around the opera.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And do I need to make like a persuasion check or anything?
I'm debating if they should be taking an attack opportunity on it, and nah. Yes, go ahead and make a persuasion. Guys can't make it anyway, so.
That is a 15.
Okay.
Not bad. I'll drop dice for the win there.
The opera that you pass, just he clocks you the whole time, basically. Doesn't
think any.
attack or nothing. You put your hand on Adret. One of
Shake.
the opera look towards the larger man in the back. Dominus. You don't sense the hostility is gone. You feel like the room has gone from boil to simmer.
Okay. And it is my turn at this point.
Yes.
Okay.
So I started blasting. I was giving you a fucking death.
Yeah, no. And you just hear, I don't lower my arms, but you can clearly hear, and I don't lower them all the way, I should say. I put them down like,
Okay.
Robot power down.
that's all I do. And I just stand there and I'm just watching.
Roll a persuasion.
This negative charisma stats gonna fucking doing wonders here.
Possibly.
+2.
Oh, really?
But I'm going to roll shit. You know, that's how it works.
Art.
Well,
That's
cock your
cocked.
roll.
Thankfully, it's cocked. 16.
Nice.
I'm gonna roll shit.
Hey, if that hadn't been cocked, I mean, it was halfway between a 1 and whatever was next to it. A 1
There's
and a
still
7.
steam in the pot,
That's why you gotta be
but the
confident.
fire is no longer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I walked in the room. There was gonna be a fire.
So they're not going to put their weapons away, but they're going to lower them. We won't come out of initiative for the reason of it makes it easy just to go right back in.
Yeah, if we fucked up entirely.
Yeah. I mean, it's a hostile environment, so it's up to y'all what you're going to do about it. Julian basically just looks at you. Are you taking my commodity?
Well, let me just go ahead and get this straight. Adret here gets invited to the back room, pulled back here. Whatever. He ends up back here. What exactly are the terms of your deal with him?
I fed him. He owes favors.
Oh, fuck. It had to be that simple, didn't it? Alright. What is it you want?
A favor?
Well, no shit. I'm trying to ask that you call in the favor now so I don't have to wait for the next 3 weeks and get a favor called in at the wrong time. I'm free right now. What is it you want?
You want your familiar to take on the favor.
Take on who?
Take on the favor.
I think he was asking, do you want your familiar to take on the favor?
Do you want your familiar to take on the favor? I'll speak louder. My bad.
No, that's fine.
Remember, I'm old and deaf. Speak up, son.
Ideally, no, but I'm kind of forced to in this situation. So, yeah, sure.
You said he's in your familiar.
I know.
What rank did you give him?
That's yet to be determined.
Yeah.
That may change very soon, depending on what your answer is.
So you haven't blood sworn him?
Nope.
Then my client status stands.
You can't blame me.
No, I can't.
He fed me, man.
Is it my turn yet?
Mhm.
I speak up, I say, free him if I beat the best man in this room. Single combat.
Spicy.
It'll be entertaining for you, regardless of the outcome.
If we're gonna do things like that.
Dominus is gonna die, but it'll be fun.
It'll be fun for the whole
The
thing.
Krelin stands up.
More than ready.
It was nice knowing you, Dominus.
Wait.
He's like one of two people I'm scared of around here. And I went on a date with the other one.
Your anime moment, man.
Yeah. This is my death moment, but you know, it'll be fun.
Not with that attitude, come on.
Are you certain you want to take on such things for what is it, people?
Oh, you're racist.
You're not just racist, you're racist.
Gotta clip that.
You're as right as a tomato.
Now that's racist.
That came out of nowhere.
Oh, fuck.
Say. He's had my back when it was important. I shall have his. Just because he does not understand our ways does not mean he should be trapped by them.
Does he speak for your familiar?
He does not.
Is he an idiot?
An idiot, yes. But
No, he said is he in it, not an idiot.
No, I said idiot.
Oh,
I did decipher that
oh
correctly.
very well. I heard it wrong.
Monkeys speak for you,
While he's an
Stoneholder.
idiot, he is certainly allowed to take action of his own volition.
Well, then, if you're gonna challenge the familiars, that means I pick the venue. You said the room. I say it. For draw. For draw. You wish to defend the lizard. I wish to defend, well, nothing. But I have no choice in draw. So you stand behind me. The first person to mark our defended wins.
And what does he mean by that? Oh, the one who we are defending?
Okay. It's the same idea as First Blood, but it's not to you, it's to the one you defend.
Oh, okay.
You may die.
That is a sacrifice
Yeah.
he is willing to make.
Exactly.
The opera immediately start collectively getting together and pushing a table at a time. They make enough of a room. They kind of leave Adret where he's at. They just push the table around a bit, so that way he's exposed. That's all they really can do.
I helped at the table setup.
Good call.
I'm cordial like that.
So, what weapons do you choose? Tech, teeth, or bone?
Magic.
Usually not traditional. All right, I'll accept. Remember, you have to mar or scratch or somehow inflict a visible mark on mine. Don't worry, if you die, you're replaceable. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Your initiative rolls?
No, we're not gonna bother.
Okay. Because it doesn't matter.
If you want to redo the initiative, that is up to you. I will give you the choice to keep yours or
I'll keep it. I'm probably not going to roll better than what I did.
Okay, that's up to you.
Because I have no bonus and I hit a 14 on the die, so
Nice.
odds are
Against you.
Statistically, you're
Yeah.
doing okay.
yeah.
It's doing better than okay. It's higher than 11.
He is Iron
Yeah, only thing I saw between that scene was in Infinity War when the guys came down and it was like Stonebearer, or Squidward was like, Stonebearer, does this monkey speak for you?
Yeah. Now, to clarify, technically, all of Dominus and stuff really isn't magic, so even though I said magic,
Mm-hmm.
just so you can kind of have a category of what I'm mechanically using,
Mm-hmm.
but all of his stuff is tech caused.
As long as it's actually magic, like if somebody were
Yes.
to have
Yeah.
the tech magic presence,
Yeah.
then you'll be okay.
Yeah.
If you pull out actual tech,
No. I'm saying like
that's a
all
different
of-
problem.
like I'm saying, like all of the stuff that he's doing, all of his spells are, thematically he's using tech
Okay.
to accomplish these. He's not actually casting spells. He's using tech to accomplish these, but mechanically they're spells.
So, without a whole lot of call, do we need to explain rules?
For him, I would think so.
Ah. Simple enough. The boundaries are the room. Don't let the plebs know anything. It's a problem. Past that, if you touch anyone else in this room, then, well, they're free to harm you and yours. That fair?
Fair enough. I'm worth like everyone else in this room, so
Mm-hmm.
Deal with you another day.
I wink aggressively.
Yeah. You may do anything you wish to me, but you can't win unless either of them, well, in your case.
Your target guard. Your guarded person.
Yes, exactly. Past that, the only important is don't die. It looks bad on your ancestors when it happens. And quite frankly, I don't want to call that spirit and apologize.
Can we put this on hold for like half a minute? I really have to pee and I don't
Then
want
go.
to miss it.
Run.
Run.
Did you run? Did
What
you
I'll do
run?
is,
You have a
Switch to them.
stream, do you not?
just before the conflict there starts. There'll be one on the other one too.
We're not gonna cause any problems.
No, not thousands.
We're angels.
Only if you grow those wings. Or Halo. I'll accept, an aura.
We'll get there.
All right, so on your guys' side, you move to leave.
After asking about those posters.
Ask about what?
You got any more posters?
Yeah, and then he gets a fucking splitting headache.
Yeah, and then we did.
As you go to leave, both of them get up.
Yeah.
You see them talking
they-
to each other. The other one's
okay,
trying to
like-
wake up.
Are they following us getting up or?
They got up. It was probably in response to any other posters. How much do you think that's going to cost? About?
Is it Lucretia?
Mm-hmm.
Probably a solid 70-30. Problem, no problem.
Right.
She
just lifts her leg a little bit as she walks outside, waits till the door closes, and you just see her draw a knife out of the boot.
Before she runs too far, Birdie. Assuming Otto, what Ado, assuming he's seemingly fine, Birdie's gonna make his way back to the bar to be relevant if he needs to.
Are you looking through the bird or waiting for it to tell you something?
More. I'll take a quick peek-sees before I get up, and I will tell him to make his way back, assuming nothing bad has happened.
When you take a look through, your bird is trying its best to circle, as it basically sees 5 people accosting Ato.
Oh, cool.
Street style.
Yeah.
Ato's fuck.
As you do. Alright.
Seems to be holding his drunken own, but it probably won't last.
Okay, well, Birdie can stay there. He's not gonna do anything, but he can stay there then.
Get shit on someone again.
I mean, he could. But then he'll get shot.
They look like they have knives and pieces of wood.
Alright. I'll have him perch and kind of just keep an eye on that.
Yeah, that worked.
How far is Ato between us?
Fuck if I know.
Probably half a mile.
Oof.
You can
I
get
mean, you
there.
did leave a while ago compared to you guys.
Yeah.
That's only like 3 minutes away.
If you run it.
So yeah, I'll have Birdie kind of keep an eye on that then, and I'll get up and
Are you gonna nudge us towards that way or no?
yeah, absolutely.
Are you gonna let us know the urgency or no?
When we leave the bar, yeah.
You're outside
Mm-hmm.
because the doors aren't closing. Lucretia's pulled a knife out of her boot,
Mm-hmm.
and she's got it very cleverly in, but it's definitely in her hand.
We should make our way this way. We might have another problem to deal with.
Like why?
Oh, your friend.
Where?
Hi. Go the direction of Birdie.
She starts to jog.
Tally ho!
Are they all still there?
Do you stick around long enough to see if anybody comes out of that bar?
No. Looking through Birdie as
Oh yeah, they're mugging him.
Okay. Are they done or are they still mid-mug?
Even fighting them.
Did they finish?
No.
the-
They're fighting him. He's fighting them off as much as
Okay.
he can.
Okay.
So as you're running your way there, I will need initiative for y'all. Speaking of initiative,
Woo!
Hey, that was a nice natural one.
Yes, it was.
Ouch!
Do you want the total or do you just want the one? Either a 1
The
or a
one.
3.
the one
It's garbage either way.
Complete garbage.
It's fine. It's like
Hey, at least you don't have like in some of the other campaigns where had characters like,
me.
so my initiative is a 0. What?
I'm just not participating.
Yeah.
I used to play around with the rule on initiatives. If you rolled a nat 1, you lose your first turn.
Oh, ouch.
Richard.
9.
But if you got a 20,
Plus
you
or
got an
minus
extra
anything for
Oh, nice.
Drunk.
drunk.
You did that one to yourself already.
action. I did that until I played with Oscar.
Jeez.
Like garbage or
Oh
good?
my.
Is it a good or a bad? Oh
I
my
ain't
god.
saying shit.
Shit.
That's how you know
I
it.
ain't saying shit. I'm just saying I witnessed.
So what was yours is a 3?
It's either a 1 or a 3 if you want the nat
The
1.
total
if you want
necessity
the plus
matters
is a
now.
3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it means you rolled a nat 1.
Me too, bro.
The total matters now.
Yeah.
It is suddenly relevant.
We might have the upper
Jen-
hand, John.
Okay. So, have we grasped all the rules?
Yes.
I'll let you go first.
Excellent. About how far apart are we in total?
The two of you, you're probably no more than 10 feet.
And the target behind her, how far away?
Right on her ass.
Okay. Just off to the side. There's tables in the room.
Mm-hmm.
So Dominus puts his hand out, and is just thematically.
Mhm.
You hear a whir sound that sounds like an electromagnet.
Okay.
And he just looks at her dead in the eye. and a mug on a table behind the guy flies towards him. Catapult spell. I need a dex save 14 from my target.
Is it a projectile?
It is.
Deflect arrows.
It's not targeting her.
It's him.
No. He deflects it?
Deflect arrows.
I thought they couldn't move.
Yeah.
It's
That-
reaction.
Did no one hear the rules?
No.
Exactly.
He can do whatever the fuck he wants. That's the beauty of this game.
He's awake.
The
Your
problem is
target's
your guy's
asleep.
knocked
That's
out.
on you.
He can use deflect arrows, can he not?
If he's a monk, I guess. Fair enough.
Yeah.
All
There were,
right.
I know
no
the trick
rules,
too.
there were no rules on your target not being able to do anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Deflect arrows.
But it's not an arrow, it's a mug.
It's a missile.
It's a projectile.
No, technically, though.
It's a
it is
projectile.
a spell.
Yes, but are you like hurling it? What's the spell doing?
The spell. Catapult the spell. Choose one object weighing 1 to 5 pounds within range. It isn't being worn or carried. Object flies in a straight line up to 90 feet in the direction you choose before falling to the ground, stopping early if it impacts against a solid surface. If the object would strike a creature, that creature must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, the object strikes the target and stops moving. When the object strikes something, the object and what it strikes each take 3d8 bludgeoning damage.
It does have to be a ranged weapon attack.
It's not a weapon.
Yeah, he's looking up.
Oh,
It is a
Deflect
spell.
missiles.
I thought it can block any projectile.
No,
Nope.
it has to be a ranged weapon attack. So you could block bullets, but that mug, because it's a spell, doesn't count. Another reason why monks are bad.
Yep.
Balance monks. Let them
Oh,
block
you're right.
fireball.
Doesn't mean he can't make
Wait,
a
what?
save.
The spell is okay. It's a save.
It's a save. Dexterity save.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
if he's a monk, he's probably going to nail it.
Probably. I got a 17.
So, yeah, it misses.
That means
So-
he,
Yeah, I was gonna say that he catches it instead.
Catches it, takes a sip.
does he want to throw it back at him or at Dominic?
It doesn't. He can't actually deflect. So you're
Oh.
right. My bad.
Mhm.
So I was like, it should work. And then I'm like, oh yeah.
Anywho.
Thank you for the correction.
Yes.
Pass that. Good
Yeah,
move.
well, I tried.
And yes, the catch is that the defendant doesn't lose their action or anything like that.
Yeah, they could also beat the shit out of you if they want.
Yeah.
It's not advantageous for them to do so, but hey.
Right.
No.
It's a risk.
But hey, if I'm watching Dominus get fucking mugged.
Well, he was
He's
about to
lined
get
up.
mugged.
I'm like, technically, Dominus is doing the mugging.
Yeah, it was the mug.
So, the would-be crazy one. What? You don't want to hit me? Please. All right, fine. Then I'll rub on you. That's fine.
Yeah.
I need you to make a wisdom save.
Alright.
So the rules clearly stated if anyone outside gets hit, they can hop in.
Yep.
That's how that works.
I don't think there was any condition stopping it.
Oh, I don't know why I rolled on D&D Beyond.
You're not allowed
That
to
was
get
stupid.
involved though, like at the jump.
I don't know why I
Yeah.
rolled on D&D Beyond. I opened it up and then I just hit the button.
Oh, don't worry.
That was a mistake.
I might count that.
You sure?
Yeah. You're a
Okay.
person. You do
Man,
that.
unless it
Table.
was-
I'm just
20,
making
then
sure the condition is
absolutely count
like if she throws a knife at Adret, I could take the knife to hop in and beat the shit out of her if I needed to.
No. If she throws it at Adret, it's not at you. You can't jump in.
16.
Okay.
So not bad. Not
That's
the
enough.
greatest.
It's
I
enough.
mean, it's as much as I can really do.
Enough. Oh. Wow. Jeanette. The one in the that's being defended
Mhm.
just throws it at Adret.
Yeah, I lost there because he's unconscious, so
I mean, I have an AC of 16. He has to injure me.
Well, you're unconscious.
you're
right? So
unconscious.
it's an
It's an auto crit if he hits you. Well, no, that's only on melee.
Yeah, there's a range attack with an improvise.
And technically, is he considered prone since he's half on the table?
I would argue that he's got half cover.
Okay.
Even higher AC. I mean,
Yeah. So what's the AC total with cover?
With cover, I think half cover
Half coverage plus 2.
plus 2, so that'd be 18 in total. It's like
Okay.
Hey, that's my AC.
yeah.
Well, it hits the table,
So just
real close to Adret.
Mhm.
You aren't gonna finish that?
It was empty.
Oh, you did finish it. Sorry, I saw a little bit come out, man.
bitch. didn't finish.
How do we do mockery again?
I don't have vicious mockery. I wish I could.
No.
I'll have to take a few levels of bard. You only need one.
No.
Everybody gets one.
She moves really close to you. You're in base to base equivocal. I'm sure you want the mechanic side of it. So
Yeah.
you're basically considered base to base. It
Okay.
is your turn.
All right. I move around behind her.
Okay.
So now I'm between her and her guy. And fuck it, last shot. She's probably gonna do something to counter it, but I magic missile the motherfucker. Auto hit. Unless something happens, it's auto hit.
Roll damage.
Hey, there it is. I don't think it's gonna be that easy though.
Probably not.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Nice.
He's gonna pull up the initiative.
Is that
for every
3
one of the
ones?
fucker in the room.
No, but it's 2 1s and a 3, so 5 plus 3, 8 points. Not too great.
Said 8 points like he was mad. I can't even get up to 8 points.
So, as the missiles strike him, right, they leave bruises.
Mark.
And a weapon. I use
Right.
it here.
But bruises take time to show.
Oh.
Force damage is still blunt force trauma. Some bruises are not immediate.
Yeah.
3 rounds and it's automatically over.
Right.
He still takes the actual damage, and that matters to his health. Because if he dies, he dies.
Are we hopping back and forth between combat, or do I have a minute?
You can take a second if you want, and I won't hop.
Okay.
I was
And
about to.
Oh.
I can wait.
it didn't take much movement to basically move around behind her because I basically was just staying here.
You can pretty much go anywhere. So.
Yeah, and so now I move around to put myself between Adret and her and the monk boy, just positioning wise.
That's fine.
And as a bonus action, which I don't think I have too many of those, but I need to double check just to make sure. Hey, I can do that. I am so glad I took that.
Agreed.
Your initiative's still valid if you want to jump in. And when you're, like, if there's something you want to do.
No, not right now. I mean, if everyone else is playing nice, I'll play nice. I don't need to like fire
Okay.
a bullet into the side of the guy's head because that's just gonna make the counter head or.
As a bonus action, she needs to make a strength saving throw. DC 14, she'll probably get it.
What happens?
Where is it? Yep. So I telekinetically shove her 5 feet back.
Okay. Which then would also probably force her going prone.
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
It just pushes her backwards.
That's fine. So taking away base to base.
Yep.
Okay. Well, it becomes this. Okay. I suppose this is a bit. Well, no. You just see her raise her arm. You start seeing each of her fingers start to glow. Start out white. I slowly turn blazing orange and burning. And without even anything, she drops her hand and fires at the opera eye. Oops. Just gonna roll damage.
Which one's the opera?
First.
She's trying to bring more guys into the fight.
Well, he can already fight anyway.
No, he's shooting at a random opera eye.
Oh, random opera.
That's evil. She's
Now
not
wait
even-
a minute.
She's not even playing to win right
Let's
now.
clarify
She's
the
playing-
rules. No, I'm sure.
she's playing to win.
Well, no, she's
Yeah.
playing to win, but she's playing with her food.
Now
bro.
they do not just because you damage them doesn't mean they have to target you.
They can target anybody they want once they're fighting.
Yeah, they
Yeah, they
said.
can go over and just beat the shit out of
They
them.
said if they're hit, they're welcome to do whatever the fuck they want at that point.
You're just required to protect your
Yeah.
person.
So,
I'm big chillin'. I'm sweet.
Just walk up to Llamel and just go.
Yeah.
you might as well just hit me with one magic.
No, just
I don't have any more
Something.
spell slots.
What?
bump a bitch.
Artificer gaming.
I believe I can select different targets with
Are
my
not
raise.
full casters,
Well,
guys.
I think I would like different targets with my raise.
Oh, you're
Oh.
doing
I
scorching
thought I
ray?
could end it
Oh,
with one
God.
with
I
That's
believe
better.
you
He
can.
is That's evil.
Yeah.
I thought
I
he
was
was doing
gonna
like
try
a
to game it.
firebolt or something. Scorching ray?
I said fireball.
You may just kill one of the guys she hits.
She don't care.
Does Logan she gives a shit?
no.
She is kind of crazy. Which is why she's good in bed, though.
So 3 separate
It's
targets.
crazy hot.
Yeah, the crazy hot matrix.
Alright, well I clearly have
Oh
way
my
more.
god.
With the roll is you have to be damaged or you just have to be hit to get into the
Get me
combat.
hit.
You have to be hit.
I
Okay.
have to take a shit. What?
Thunderwave, everyone.
No. Mage hand. Slap.
Yeah, this may not have been the smartest choice of one for her. We'll see.
She's just gonna kill 3
One of them
guys.
just incinerates.
They weren't tough enough.
Oh.
Given that each target takes 2d6, and she rolled max damage twice,
Oh god.
and 1 point lower than max damage on the last one,
Oh god.
I watched 3 guys around me just get turned into puddles.
they are severely wounded.
For lack of a better
It's
word.
like they just
But
took
they're in the fight!
a gunshot to the heart and they're like, "Now go, my soldiers!" Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah, I imagine the trauma alone is gonna make him take a round to really get moving.
Mhm.
And then she moves directly against her opera, pushing him more into the stage.
Okay. Okay. Are we flipping to them?
I was going to. I was waiting for it to come back.
Okay. I'm gonna take a
Yeah, I figured it was going to happen because I saw it.
He saw the little
Dance.
yeah.
Everybody
Party
get up
dance.
and dance.
party dance.
Dance, dance, dance.
That really is my dirty oldies. Unless it's an honor fight. That's totally different. On your guys' side, you run your half mile. Drunk in some cases. Close to it anyway. They ever make you make those con saves?
No.
Make that con save.
Failed. Okay, cool.
If,
Oh, you're gonna opt to take the 10.
if we
All right.
get within
Another person
100
taking exhaustion later.
if we get within 100 feet, let me know. Because I'm doing something at that point.
You rolled initiative. You're within 100 feet.
Okay, cool. Birdie is gonna go cast me a spell.
Okay.
On the biggest looking of the thugs, and he's gonna just go touch. And we're gonna crown a madness.
I didn't know you could cast spells through your field.
Yes, I can if
That
I'm within 100
It's
feet.
fucking cool.
100 feet.
Yeah, not always, but like certain classes and stuff. So. Okay. Based on how I've been rolling, failed.
Sweet.
They're nice and charmed.
Perfect.
I suddenly like the guy we're mugging.
Do I act now with that
You act on their
on his turn, right?
initiative, I believe.
Okay. Well, then I will wait till his turn for that to be relevant.
This one's coming. Where's the doors?
Yeah, you can mentally tell it to do stuff though. Basically, each round.
Oh yeah. I didn't know if it was now or if it was on his turn.
I assume you can give him an initial command.
Okay.
Kill your friends.
Yeah, kill your fucking friend. Like, not. Stop beating this guy up. Go beat the other guy up. Yeah, I can make him make an attack against another creature of my choosing. Is what the spell says.
Roll a d4 for me. Does that designate biggest, strongest person?
4.
All I need. I just need to know which of them is
Yeah.
Char. So, all right. So, entering into the fray of things, a couple of thugs continue doing what they're doing. Richard,
How far are we? About 100 feet, you said?
you're probably closing on that. That's the surprise action, if you will.
I'm going to drunkenly kinetic jaunt and go faster towards him. If I can get within 20 feet,
Mhm.
I want to cast another spell.
Sure.
That'll be my last second spell of the day. I cast Sleep
Nice.
On everybody.
on everyone.
Yeah, sleep is amazing.
So second level, I think I get 7. 5d8.
Sleep's really good in Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh,
Sleep's really good at
2d8
crashing
for
carriages.
11.
Dude, back to back
Five.
yesterday.
Sleep.
I use sleep in my game, he used sleep
In our game, yep.
and they both fucking went off.
5, 10, 20, 31 hit dice worth of people.
Hit points.
Hit points.
Hit dice are a little bit more.
So probably only one person.
No, probably like 2.
We'll find out.
Man, it's
Do you-
lowest first.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Lowest HP first, then the next doesn't distinguish between allies and enemies.
Awkward.
So Ato goes down. And then one of the thugs.
I'll take it.
Is it the one I was controlling or no? So fucking bad.
So we had 5 thugs, right?
4.
We had 4 thugs?
You're
You have
down
to
to
roll a
3.
d4.
Okay, so we have 2 under control,
Well,
2 left.
1 under control, 1 asleep.
Yeah, that's under control.
Yeah, so
Oh, well, okay. I thought you meant like we control them. I was like, half of that's right.
Since the one that I rolled to go sleep is Lucretia's turn, we'll see if she can actually hit the broadside of anything because my dice have been terrible.
She can hit me.
Of
So.
course, she's still good at it.
you can do it, Lucretia.
Yeah, so she can hit me. She can hit anything.
No bardic inspiration. I don't have that.
You don't have bardic
I
inspiration.
appreciate the effort.
Oh, I was
Yeah,
like,
y'all have been
as a
doing
bard, you
shit.
just don't come with it?
You think I've been playing Bard this whole time? I'm a wizard.
Jen, bards come with it alright. What bards are great at?
So as she's running, no hesitation, just knife goes flipping out that she's been holding,
That was a sex joke.
and you don't know where the second one comes from, but she's.
Why does Lucretia get hotter every episode?
I mean, she is running around essentially in a professor's robe.
Yeah, just throwing daggers at bitches. That's hot.
I think she's been throwing daggers now for 2 episodes.
Yeah,
I mean, we're in the
with
same outfit.
good effect.
She just has daggers. I have magic.
Yeah, daggers are way hotter than magic.
Yeah, but I'm a
Anyone can use magic.
When the dagger
That's why
makes
Llamel chooses
contact, when the dagger makes contact, you hear this. And the person goes,
Fucking stun dagger.
Nice. Magic tech, I love it.
I did roll that right. Okay, cool. Cool. Yep. Yeah, he's down. So there's only one left.
So it's his
Is it
turn.
his turn?
It's the end of the round. Technically, making it Gwen's turn on the bottom. Because she's at the end of the round.
Go beat up that trash can or something.
Oh, that's the one you're controlling.
He's only going to be a trash
Yes,
can.
I did. I had to tell him to attack something. From what Crown of Madness says.
Well, it says an enemy, right? Or another creature.
It does say another creature. So like if there's a rat or something in the alley.
Thug out.
Uh-huh.
Thug asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Thug charmed.
It can attack a thug that's down,
Well,
not the sleeping one.
Well, there's
Well, no,
also another
she-
thug.
I'm controlling one. He made one asleep.
The one that's down's not down. He's
Oh,
out.
I thought
He
you
just
meant.
fell down.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you meant like out for the count.
No.
Okay, yeah, attack him. I'm sorry. I misunderstood that.
So he goes and just
Yeah,
starts doing, you know, the.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I misunderstood. Yeah, absolutely.
That connects. All right. And yeah, that's definitely not good.
Nice.
I wanted to
and
Crown of
now-
Madness last.
He does get a save at the end of every turn to break it. And I'm just gonna walk closer.
Okay.
My action is telling him to do his thing.
See, like a boss.
Yeah.
You don't do shit that anybody sees. Top of the round, that makes it Thug on the ground. Thug on the ground is going to try and trip your charmed one. Which won't go well. Because that's a disadvantage. That actually works.
It's fine. He can attack on the ground.
Yep, yeah, that guy goes prone.
He can attack on the ground.
Which then makes it.
Yeah, just
You did Richard.
Can I get up to what's his face?
You're within
Ada?
20 feet
Yeah.
of
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I'd hope so.
Fair. So I still have kinetic jaunt on. I go all the way up to him. Actually, I think kinetic jaunt's a concentration. It is. Fuck.
Do you drop concentration?
Well, yeah, to use this other thing.
Oh.
Is waking him up an action or a bonus action?
How are you waking him up?
I think it's off the top of my head. I want to
Should
say
be
it's
an
an action to wake them up.
because it's technically the help action.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Help/aid.
Mm-hmm.
I always refer to it as aid because I don't ever think about it as help because
I would
Yeah.
say help
Okay.
because aid is a spell that's very useful.
I need to correct that then. Because I've been calling it aid forever.
That's fine. I'll shake him awake then. Yo, Ano, come on, buddy, let's go.
What? The eyes don't really fully open. He just kind of. He just kind of slumps to the ground. He's awake, but he's not awake. He looks pretty rough. He might have a broken nose. He's clearly got some bruising going. Swollen lip.
I doubt I will remember this. Do I know where he put the slip of paper?
Intelligence at disadvantage.
My favorite roll.
Sorry.
Anyway.
So that's a no.
Should have took the 10.
Can't take a 10 on that.
Oh, you can take 10.
You don't got that time.
Yeah, you don't have the time for it.
Okay.
So, I just want to get this straight, right? Ado's the son of Regulus Lepus.
Uh-huh.
Ado is the commander of the Watchers, or is that Lepus?
No, he is the captain of the Watchers. There's no commander.
Captain. So Ado's the captain of the Watchers? Or...
Yes.
Yes.
Regulus Lepus is in the
He's
in the war.
the equivalent of the commander of the Bellator.
Yeah, and Regulus Lepus
The
is,
Academy.
is in the war group, not the law group. right?
Okay.
Yes.
I just want to
One's
make
military, one's
sure,
police.
Yeah.
because Captain of the Watchers is kind of getting his ass kicked by a bunch of...
He did get jumped while heinously drunk.
I mean, that is
Well,
true.
that sounds
is
like a
true.
him problem.
I'm not doubting that could happen. I'm just like, damn.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, did he put up a good fight for what seemed to be about
Probably,
15
yeah.
minutes?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. 15 fucking minutes? Damn.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay. After Richard makes it Lucretia, who goes right up to the downed person, doesn't even really give a flying fuck, and just stomps on his face.
Oh.
Put your teeth on the curb.
And that's a crit.
They were already there.
Yeah. And just gone. My health left with that. Yeah. How she wants to do it.
I really like
Hey, Lucretia. Good job.
I said who?
Look, she said she comes from a military family.
Mhm.
Don't we all?
No, I mean like she comes from a military
Yeah,
military.
yeah.
People that are career military. So that means there's no thugs left but a charmed one.
Oh, I think it's your turn. And I tell him to snap one of the other dudes next. One of the other ones is down.
The sleeping dude?
That's great.
Oh, you should release the spell now. Just make
My
him
hands
realize
are
the
clean.
reality of what he's done. Oh,
Well, he
These are my drinking buddies.
He does get a save.
He does get saved at the end of the turn.
What's the DC?
14.
He makes it.
I just imagine this dude choking at his friend, crying.
Bill! No. I mean, it took him a bit because it's not the easiest thing in the world to actually break Sam's neck like that. It takes him his full action. Yeah, it's just like that's why it's like a struggle. As it goes, you see the
The crown.
fog go away. The
situation.
crown just as it's been sitting there. And Richard didn't really notice the crown because it's been dark, but you notice it fade away because this weird purplish light comes up, and you see a creature of some kind that doesn't really have a true form of its own. It's kind of like an inky looking thing, just kind of pieces itself back together, crawls down the person into the street itself, and as it's going towards Gwen, it fades away.
That'll soap you out.
What the fuck was that?
It is, yeah.
So, can I freely talk, or are we still in the initiative?
Yeah, you guys are having initiative. So going back to the crazies over here.
She scorching raid her own people,
Yeah, she did.
so I assume it's.
That's
So,
pretty high.
that make you?
I would imagine so.
I think she's just before you, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Mhm.
All right, so mage hand. I slap gold with the mage hand.
You slapped gold!
Yes.
Timestamp!
253.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm not a genius, but I think his name's Llamel.
No,
Philippe, shut up.
no, knowing the rules, but could I willingly allow the mage hand to hit me so he doesn't have to roll for unarmed strike? Because my AC is pretty high for.
You know the rules, so you can make it so even if it misses, it hits you.
Just oh no.
So I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Squirrel bladder.
I'm still drinking water. I'm on my last liter for a gallon.
I got 2, which is more than I've had in a while.
There you go. So Llamel gets. I assume he leans into it a bit.
Yeah,
I just
like-
lost the screens.
Don't worry. You don't necessarily need those as long as it's running. It's still going.
Yeah, I just don't have a mouse over there, but that's okay.
All right.
So.
So that slaps him,
Mm-hmm.
and then once again,
23, so you're before. How
close is her ward that she is protecting to anything behind him? Like
the
a
piano
chair or a
is near-
table?
The piano's near him. Along
Is he
with,
within like 5 feet of
You're good.
anything that
That's not
could
good.
possibly be tripped over?
the piano man's stool that the piano man's on, and ducking behind the piano with.
Okay,
Why
I'm gonna
is that
attempt.
on the roof?
You can't leave. They're by the door.
So bonus action,
It's like it was polar
telekinetic
system
shove
making
him.
Right?
Man.
Strength save 14. I push him back 5 feet and hopefully he trips over that fucking stool or whatever in the guy.
I love how this has progressed from I challenge you to a one-on-one. All right, everybody, get your
Technique.
weapons out. Get your weapons ready.
Work smarter, not harder.
That's why I don't like them endings.
So he falls down.
He's prone now.
Ah, cool. I have advantage on attacks.
Melee attacks.
Yeah, I meant what I said.
Yeah.
After Dominus is the opera that fell down, who uses this opportunity to roll up under the piano.
Where is it showing yet?
Can't see anything. He's behind a piano. Also, it's not a standing. It's a baby grand.
Oh, okay.
So he's rolled up under it.
Crush the piano on top.
Yeah, I said crush the man.
I mean, there are options. After him, the other opera would theoretically jump in next round, so that makes it top of the round. Llamel is first.
Yeah.
All right. So if I damage him, it's fine, or does it have to be Dominus?
To win, Dominus still has to do it.
All right.
Or Adret.
Either of you could do it.
I'm a slave.
I'm just saying what the rules are.
Okay. It's in my sleep.
I'm not even going to attempt to pull out my gun. I'm just gonna walk up to whatever her name is.
To Aquila.
To
I'm just gonna do a
Aquila.
little.
No. I'll beat the shit out of her.
Oh, you're gonna go hand to hand with him?
I'm going fisticuffs, yeah.
Okay. Swing it.
All right. Let's see. We're gonna make an unarmed strike attack.
You're look, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I have all my key points.
All 4 of them.
That is an 18 for hit. No. Holy shit.
Does that break the rules?
No,
It's not magic.
Okay.
Okay.
no, they can do whatever.
on them only.
Okay.
They can do whatever.
Cool.
Alright, then I would like to spend a key point to do Flurry of Blows.
Okay.
Because I rolled a 10 on attack there. If I can get a higher, then maybe I hit her.
Mm.
Nope, that was a 3. That was a 3 again.
Oh god.
Lamel.
So she's
I-
like,
As you're swinging, right? As this is coming, she's going. Oh. And she just starts playing with your hand.
Are you
I make
sure you've never been beaten?
conversation while this is happening. I go, oh, so how you been? It's been a while.
I'm sorry. I'm still not going to sleep with you or your kids.
I have kids.
I mean, you have swimmers. You keep giving to all the girls.
That's all right. I moved on.
So that makes it her turn.
I'm right here. Hi.
She's going to grab you and throw you at Adret.
That's a contested strength, though.
Well, she's got to roll attack to hit you
I have to roll
first,
attack.
and then she has to do a shove,
Okay.
which would be contested, if I remember correctly. You looking it up?
you keep saying that, but that's a home rule, I'm pretty sure.
I'm fairly certain I just need to look.
What, shoving?
No, grappling or shoveling, I don't believe you have to roll to hit first. It's just a contested.
Perhaps, but I'm pretty
Whatever.
sure.
I never bring it up against you in your game because that's your rule. But this is not your game, you know. Bro.
True.
So whatever you want, good sir.
Just contested athletics versus athletics or
Make sure I
acrobatics.
do this right because I
Oh,
just
I
lost
can
the
use
screen.
acrobatics.
Yep.
I can get +7.
If you're the one defending, yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Okay. I knew that, but I'm just putting that out there.
Okay, so. Yeah, we need to make a strength, contested strength.
$22.
Nice.
All right. Well, you feel as she sits there and she goes and dodges. As she does it, her hands go like this, and you feel this force come on you, and start grabbing at every muscle fiber you have. And you're just like, for a moment, and you can barely move, and you start seeing her strain, which gives you enough confidence to be, no. And whatever it was goes away.
We're still feeling each other up. It's fine.
Okay. Bonus action.
Bonus action. Die.
Hello.
Say fireball?
Firebolt.
Oh.
I think your AC is way too high.
Nice.
Tried.
Can you describe that fireball?
Yeah, sure. She's like this and everything, right? And seeing Llamel come out of it, she twists her hand completely unnaturally. The elbow pivots the opposite direction, and you just see it come around and then
As a
pop through.
bonus action. Nice.
See, I'd like to
Sorcery.
think though, because of the whole AC thing, right? It goes right off my shoulder. It doesn't even wake me.
You have scales. It probably just scatters around you or something, or however you want it to. It's fine with me.
I walk right over to the piano,
Mr. Panama.
and he's kind of ducked under there.
Mhm.
That's a really bad spot to be prone. Con save.
What are you doing?
Poison spray.
That's fucked up.
Fucking hotboxing this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Also not visible.
DC 14.
You got 12.
All right. So that 6 points of poison damage. I guarantee you that shows up.
I mean, I'm hacking and coughing,
Yeah.
but it doesn't show a mark.
Well, he's only got one more turn until the bruises start popping up anyway.
Yeah,
when
it
they
wouldn't
gotta
be
see
visible.
him,
He just start hacking like crazy.
Yeah, but then you actually have to show it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're
That's
gonna
the
track it
issue.
out from up there.
Mhm.
Just lift the piano up.
I would think you just go and just like drop the freaking entire piano on him or something.
I
Guaranteed
still
they'll
have
lift the
movement
mark.
left.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
How you do it?
Just go up on top of the piano and jump up full weight with my armor on it.
Body
Since it's not actually an action that you have available, I don't know if that works because you just have to break it in an object.
Well, it would be the physics of him doing it because the movement he could use. As
Yeah, but
like-
technically it would
But
probably
that's
have
why
to be
the-
an action.
It should be an action, otherwise you're just kind of.
But
I mean, if you want to
I'll,
play physics.
I'll make a deal with you. Give up my inspiration and my bonus action.
To do what? Take a bonus action? I'm not giving you legendary actions.
To break the piano.
I'm not giving you legendary actions.
You could probably prep by standing on top of it.
Yeah, that's what I want.
There you go. That makes it one of the operai's turn. There's an operai with a bow, who has not drawn the bow, so he only has his arrow,
Mhm.
and he just dart throws it.
Llamel would not be able to contain himself after seeing that.
He already sees probably way more
Yeah.
than this is, so
Who throws it at me?
he throws it at you. Yeah, oh yeah.
17.
Close.
Yeah.
Because he didn't draw the bow, he can't shoot again.
Yeah.
Gwen's armor is higher than it used to.
Then another operai. This one is going to resort to fisty stabbies, and use those fisty stabbies to go and fuck up Aquila.
Really?
He did just get fucking lasered.
Yeah, that's
so he's
true.
probably pissed.
Oh, and he misses hard, like worse than Llamel.
Mm-hmm.
Llamel is super close. This person's like, why? And she's just giggling all the way through. Wait, hold on. Come on, close. You got the fibers. So close.
Ah, kids.
The last operai that she scorching raid is going fuck damn while he rolls on the floor trying to knock me on fire.
Damn it.
So Llamel.
We're gonna try and punch her again. Hope I roll above a 10.
Yay!
I like how you need to get 10s here. What's going on?
Nope, I rolled an 8. Bonus action, flurry of blows. Or, I'm gonna switch die. See if that helps.
See if that helps.
17 plus 8. The other one was a 2, so I hit her once.
Better than nonce.
Mm-hmm.
Nuts. That is 9 damage.
Ooh.
Okay. Are you aiming at the face, shoulders, torso, what?
Right in the stomach.
Stomach? Okay. When you hit her, she folds over enough that it starts getting to contortion levels. And she like takes the hit and then just kind of falls up and almost curls around your arm.
God, you're freaky.
As it's her turn, she uses that momentum to slink back up and uppercut the fuck out of you. She can.
She could try.
Natural 20.
She tried.
And succeeded.
Try is certainly a word.
Yeah. Why you gonna be so try hard?
For 11.
11? Okay.
Yeah. You just be scrapping.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Dominus? You gonna
Use my action to full weight on this piano to try to break it in two on top of this mofo.
please make a melee attack action DC 10?
So I assume this would be like unarmed strike, basically.
Yes.
Uh,
Can you get that roll damage and see if you can actually break it?
I want to use my inspiration.
Okay. I like how you looked at the die and immediately said that. He was like, yeah.
Nat 20.
There you go. Piano breaks.
That was worth using that inspiration.
Immediately she stops and she goes, "Yep, it's over. Sorry, now."
That's fine. We have an arena for this.
She just like licks down your arm while she's still there. You're right. Next time, I might get that checked. That's it.
No.
Fucking Christ.
You wanted to.
Unless anyone stops me,
Mm-hmm.
as I step off the wreckage of the piano, I walk over to Adret
Mhm.
and I just kind of pick him up and put his arm over my shoulder. And kind of, wake up, buddy. Wake up. Let's go.
He's kind of awake. He's really drunk.
You're a wanted criminal.
Yes. Let's
21
go.
milligrams.
And I just walk out with him, waiting slightly for Llamel to follow. For Llamel Gold.
When she licks your arm, her tongue is 3 times longer than a human can be, and it's forked.
Oh. 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 That's why she's racist.
Yep.
Okay.
And she can.
And that's where we're going to end game.
Oh!
All right.
So, any final announcements or anything we need to give to the audience?
Other than thank you all for all of you who super chatted, Nick and Brandy Swore. Thank you so much for those super chats. We really, really appreciate that. That helps us. It helps support us, helps us to grow, so that we will eventually get to be full time. That helps us get there. So thank you for that. Other than that, if anybody else has anything.
Check out sidequestcardsandgames.com.
And of course, our affiliates links that we can use. Also, sponsors Critical Hit Games and Metallic Dice Games.
Yep.
And if anybody want to throw out the affiliate link for either, because I don't recall them off the top of my head at the moment.
They're in the chat. I will put them out there. Also, sorry to say we have not yet gotten a confirmation on when our next Out of Our Ascension game will be because of just scheduling between everybody. But we will try to get that out on the social medias as soon as we figure out when that's going to be. We've just had a little bit of difficulty this week due to schedules, but we'll get that out as soon as we can. However, unless there is any other conflicts, I know the next week would be Thanksgiving week. Yes.
Yes, next week is Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving
Are
week,
we-
but I'm fine with Monday.
Is everyone else?
I'm good with Monday.
I don't see why not.
So
Yeah, I should
I'm going
be
to say
fine.
episode 7
next
should
Monday.
be next Monday. The very final thought that I guess I want to give is you were asking about DM tips. Again, Nerd Culture is Dead. We'll be putting out the episode that begins our series on DM crafting. Please check that out. That'll give you an idea of how we go through our processes and maybe give you some useful tips and hints and maybe some tricks.
And that'll be on both channels.
Yep.
Both Totally On the Game Group, YouTube, and Nerd Culture is Dead. So check it out on both channels. And thank you guys.
All righty. Have a wonderful night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.